Welcome. Next stop, the Fashion Bunker. Please sit back, relax and enjoy your journey.
Hello? Hi, everybody. Peace, 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 and welcome to the Met Gala, darling. Girl, we are here, okay? We are queer. We are all over the place. Listen, here I is reporting from the champagne red carpet, blue carpet. People have been comparing the red carpet to Colgate, you know, toothpaste. By the way, hashtag not sponsored. All of it, darling. Yes, the toothpaste red carpet. Oh, let me take a sippy. What a travesty, darling. Hi, Kev. Hi, Sylvie BT. Hey, Basic Bag Lady. Gosh, Get Alive. KDF. Ollie. Finley. Phantomet. Cyber Coco. Mahones Kileki. Oh my God, can't get over you, Daco. What happened, Cyber Cacao? Hey, Carlito. Hey, Natalia. There was a cockroach on the carpet, too. Are you talking about me? What did you call me? What did you call me? Please send fruit gummy. Love the giant orb necklace. Thank you so much, sweetie. I'm just fixing the mic so you don't hear me screaming. Oh my God. I'm losing my giblets. My dangly bits, y'all. Hey, Picky Ricky. Chandelier look cheap and plasticky too. Yes, you know, recycled bottles. We did what we could do. Oh, by the way, before we get to the nitty gritty, everything I'm going to say in this live stream / video or videos is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion, not rooted in any truths or facts. Everything's alleged. Okay, let's get that out of the way and let's save ourselves before we roast the heck out of this show, out of the Met Gala. First and foremost, I would like to remind all my wonderful viewers who are in Austria, Vienna, that my movie with Vivienne Westwood, Art Lovers Unite, is going to have its Austrian premiere this coming May 7th at the Casino Cinema in Vienna. You can get tickets at www.artloversunite.com/tickets. They're available right now and they're selling really fast. There's only a few seats still left free for the premiere. It's a one-time thing only. So if you're in Vienna and you want to check out Art Lovers Unite, the movie with Vivienne Westwood, co-directed and co-produced by yours truly and Patrick J. Thomas, it's going to premiere in Austria, 7th of May. Yeah, this coming 7th of May. So be sure to check it out. Get your tickets at www.artloversunite.com/tickets. That's www.artloversunite.com/tickets. If I said Super Deco before, I made a mistake. It has to be www.artloversunite.com/tickets. All right. So, I just want to do the ratchet version, you know, like, listen, I was not invited to the Met Gala, or as some people like to call it, the Gala. Okay, so I was not invited. So I don't need, just to get that out of the way, I don't need to dress up to homage Carl, because I was not invited. So let me just wear my bathrobe life slutty attire, because I was not invited. So I'm just like chilling, luxuriously chilling in the comfort of my own fashion bunker. Now, for those who were invited and pulled off terrible looks, well, there's no excuse for that. I got an excuse. I was not invited. What's your excuse? You who was invited but still look like trash. We're going to get to that. Oh, and by the way, you know there's going to be people who actually wore Vivienne Westwood at the Met Gala this year. So that's going to be some special little moment when we get to see one of the first looks designed after Vivienne Westwood's passing. So there's that as well. So, hey, Katie. Hey, Arxism. I was gushing at the Rihanna coverage arriving fashionably late. I loved what she wore. It was so extra. I did say the Chanel Camellia is a thing. Total thing. Finley says, love that robe. Thank you so much, darling. And we have also, we also serve some, shoulder. So yeah, your eyes are so gorgeous and glam tonight, says Basic Bag Lady. Thank you so much. It took me forever to get this right fade. It was really irritating me. The house down. By the way, I want to also let you guys know, stick around, because this live stream and this show, because at this point, the Fashion Bunker is a show, is going to have a special guest star. But you're going to have to wait. Yes, the Met Gala Roast Edition, Can We Talk, is going to have a guest star popping in. And you don't want to miss the guest star. Because boy, oh boy, this one, I'm telling you already now, this one is going to go down in Fashion Bunker history, this live stream, because of what is going to happen in this live. Okay, so I'm telling you, Kev is like, is Carl phoning in? Maybe the real Choupette. Ollie's like, Choupette, someone grab a medium, says please send fruit gummy. My, aren't you perceptive and receptive? Look at you dropping Easter eggs. Just like that. So anyway, but more about that later, because the special guest is still getting ready. So I'm going to hold the show together until the special guest is ready to pop by. Okay? So exciting, says Katie. Looking gorgeous, says Katie Brown. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Search for the Truth says, you look fabulous as usual. Wow, thank you so much, my love. Very kind. Thank you. I have been receiving a lot of criticism this week, by the way, in my comment section under my videos. So, of course, a lot of love. And oh my God, the support is amazing. People are sublimely and gorgeously supportive. And I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. There's always a couple of rotten apples, as there always is, and we don't shy away from those because we keep it real in the Fashion Bunker. So if people are, being shady, oh my gosh, we don't want a nip slip, do we? I mean, let the Met Gala red carpet have their nip slips. We don't have to go there. I mean, we could, but this is not the right live stream for that, right? Let me take a shady sip for that. Cyber Coco says, you can do no wrong, Dacope. No, you can do no wrong, Cyber Coco. You are always so freaking fabulous. I have a little, check this out. This little, look. Look how the pearls kind of pop through. Where are they? They did pop through. Oh my God, everything. Oh, there they are. There they are. You see what I mean? Oh my gosh, everything is mirrored. There they are. So, you know what I mean? So we're doing that. Shelby says, looking fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you. Every live stream, you one up yourself, darling. The haters could never. Oh, thanks, Cyber Coco. So, yeah, they throw shade, whatever. You guys, I'm so used to it by now. It's just, it's part of the game. The more the channel grows and the more interaction there is, and the more you're also going to get some weird haters. So we deal with it. Oh, we love some hairy pearls, darling. Thank you, Call Me Louie. Thank you so much. Shelby says, so what did they say this time? Well, two people were like telling me what to do and not to do on my channel, right? It was the Anna Bay situation. Now, could you imagine if Anna Bay was on the red carpet at the Met Gala or Gala? That'd be fascinating. But YouTube is pushing my shorts. You know, I'm doing a lot of short videos, like shorts. I've been publishing those on a daily basis, and it's pushing them out to brand new audiences that don't know anything about me, that don't know anything about my long format videos, people who have never seen me before. That's how the algorithm works. The shorts algorithm is separate from the other algorithms. So I get these like people who are exposed to my videos for the first time ever, and they're exposed to shorts, like 1 minute snippets. And of course they're like shocked. They see this dude with like makeup and saying stuff about fashion and perfumes. And then they're like, usually, you know, a lot of them like react like, what the hell? And then they're like, you know, bearded lady and stuff like that. They call me, but... Oh, please say Frugami says, I've got notifications about your shorts. Yeah, there you go. Anna would only allow one Anna on the bleached carpet. This was coincidentally not that they were like copying the Oscar champagne colored carpet, because in reality, the Met Gala already had a lighter colored carpet in the past years. So it's not a first for the Met Gala to not have red as a carpet. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's kind of like the Oscars copy the Met Gala, not vice versa. Hey, Zara Justine, how's it going, sweetie? Hey, Anderson Martins, it's the hair pulled back on one side for me. So gorge. Thank you so much. Yes, see, we got this thing, and then we got the pearls and everything. Mahona says, oh my God, that hair. I know what my tomorrow's hairstyle should be. Yeah, I'm doing mermaid. I'm doing the pearls. You know, yeah, it's okay. A little bit of a tribute to Carl and Chanel. Why not? Even though it's done Vivian style, right? And we got Versace going on, and we got a little bit of Hermes, a little bit of Chanel rings, Chanel makeup. So you go, you know, hey, Frozen Luxury. People were saying the carpet looks like Ozempic. The carpet looks like toothpaste. But we're going to, you know, Cody says, forget the haters. Keep up being unapologetically yourself. There's a reason you have so many supporters. Thank you so much, Cody. AB Gensedinstel. Hello to all. TTE, the necklace is gorgeous. I just purchased the new necklace with the drop. Oh my God, AB, I'm so jealous. I want that one as well. I just can't find it anywhere. And I don't want to order from the Westwood website because, as we all know, the 3 times I ordered from them, it was a disaster. Every single time they messed it up epically, and it was so much drama for me. So I'm looking for a better place where to purchase. I want that same necklace as well. And if I had pierced ears, I would get the earrings too. But alas, they don't do clip-ons. Vivienne Westwood almost never does clip-ons. I totally see Colgate, MMM. Yeah. Yeah. Chalna Crest, yes. We gotta brush our teeth before we hit the red, before we hit the champagne carpet. Hey, Rachel, how's it going, sweetie? All right, y'all, let me tell ya, what we're about to see next is our looks taken from the Vogue YouTube channel. Oh, call me Louis, member for 29 months, tier 1, 29 months. Girl, we all, hey, call me Louis. Thank you so much for being a 29-month member. Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Joyful Remorse, Crybaby Uzagi. Hey, sweetie. What we are about to see are looks taken from the Vogue YouTube channel. Okay, so some of them are going to be slightly blurry. Don't you worry. I got you covered anyway. But why am I doing this like this? Because this is how we can do fair use. We got a couple of lawyers in the chats. You know what we're talking about. So when you watch all those other YouTube channels that do those crystal clear pictures with like from Getty Images, they can all get sued, honey. All of them. Because they're not playing how it's supposed to be played. Now, if they didn't purchase the rights to show those photos, so you got to be clever. It took me a long time, but here we are looking through the Vogue video, which is on their YouTube channel. It's their video that they filmed, which is not for sale, which means it does fall under fair use when we review it. Ta-da! See where I'm going for here? So we're doing it this way so that we can actually be allowed to check the looks. So this does fall under fair use, what we're about to do, because the screenshots are taken from the Vogue YouTube channel of the Vogue stream of the Met Gala 2023. All right. So, Corey K, how's it going, sweetie? Welcome, welcome. No, I didn't miss much. We're starting just now. All right, you guys. Oh, yes. Thank you, Bubbles. Thumb up the live stream. Thumb up the Met Gala live stream. Because this is going to be a doozy. And I also want to say, tip the host if you're enjoying what you see here. Because to look this ratchet takes a lot of work. Let me tell you. We got like 200 people watching and we got 68 likes. I also want to see 100 likes before we get to the nitty gritty. Seriously, you guys. I'm not working my boudoir Les Miserables Cosette of 2023 for nothing. Show us some love. 84 likes. Okay, that's better. That's better. Zumbana. Okay, 86. Yes, now that's good. 14 more to go. And then we got a show. Oh, 90. There you go. Now we need 10 more and then we're good to go. Because, I mean, you guys, I'm not losing my wardrobe for nothing here. Risking at every slip of the shoulder to get banned from YouTube. For what? Not even 100 likes. Come on, you guys. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's get the show on the road. I knew you could do it. We're at 100 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let's get to 150 while we start analyzing the show. Here goes the first look. Let me nip slip to the side. And let me move my mic as well while I'm at it, y'all. Oh, by the way, before we begin, let me just say my Met Gala perfume, okay? My personal Met Gala perfume today is this one here. Bel Respiro by Chanel. Yeah, it's the eau de parfum. Now, I'm not going to spray. This is costume jewelry, y'all. If I spray perfume on this, it's just going to melt. Because Vivienne Westwood costume jewelry, as much as I love it, it's not the most stable. Yeah, the quality, you know what I mean? So we're going to spray far away from it, like that. Just on this arm. Because here I got jewelry. I don't want to spray the jewelry. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the perfume for me right now. It is giving me pleasure galore. I've also, hashtag, of course, not sponsored, but I've also put the Chanel Les Exclusives body cream and body oil underneath. I'm completely like coiffed, washed, showered, pampered, hair, everything. And now putting the perfume on top of the cream and the oil just enhances the smell of the fragrance incredibly. It's just such an experience. It's like almost like it gives you a high. Ollie says, got to get Bel Respiro out. I've been hitting the Cristallo Vert hard. Oh, that's a good one. Shelby Tanazi says, that explains why my pearls got faded. Don't ever, on your glass, on the fake pearl, don't ever spray anything near them. Ever. They're going to completely fade. So, hit it, Bubbles. Of course, we begin with the queen. We begin with Anna Wintour. Now, Anna Wintour, I think she's wearing Chanel. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, well, at least she's not wearing sunglasses for once. What can I tell you? I know everybody's throwing shade at her because she, was talking to the lady interviewing her. It's Chanel says Blue Bannisters. Yes. Okay. So this is a very boring. I mean, it's Anna Wintour. What do you expect, guys? It's she loves her florals for spring, groundbreaking, and of course, she did not. I'll get to that later. She did not. I hate being interrupted. You see? No, I don't know. Okay. So she's wearing florals for spring. Ha ha ha. Reference to Devil Wears Prada. And, but sequins. So, I mean, listen, we're used to not expecting much from her. She's always this, I also just saw another TikToker exposing the fact that she, since the 80s, always wore, what was the brand? The shoes, always the same kind of strappy sandal from Manolo Blahnik. And so she stays kind of true to herself, the same hair. I mean, oh my gosh, I guess her hairstylist has nightmares at night because, oh my God, Anna's coming again for a trim once a week, allegedly. Could you imagine always the same. So it's like, okay, whatever. Now, there's also been a TikTok video going around exposing the fact that she kind of snobbed the lady interviewing her. She was like there for Vogue at the top of the staircase. And so if you've watched the video, the Vogue live stream, Anna is like talking, and very quickly she kind of dismisses her and just leaves. And the lady's like left there with the microphone being like, okay, Anna, see you inside. So that was a shady moment. But there you have it. Yes, Anna's wearing Chanel. Okay. She is the carpet, says Mahones, right? The bob is bobbing. I mean, at least she doesn't have the sunglasses on. Now, the makeup, listen, I've been tackling a little bit of makeup myself. Anna Wintour, it's a little bit of, I ain't no MUA, honey. Okay. And I purposefully did a little bit heavier makeup today and a little bit more tacky, purposefully. So, but I could have done you a better eye job than what you got going on there, quite frankly. I could have done you much better. I would do better. Interesting, also a little shade. One of the interviews I've seen with Anna Wintour, now I don't know if it was really connected to this year's Met Gala or some past year's Met Gala, but she said, they asked her like, oh, is there something you don't like about the Met Gala, like about your workers, your fellow co-workers? She says, yes, there was one staff member that I did not appreciate. One staff member I did not appreciate did not wear a tie. So you can imagine the comments underneath that video, everybody throwing shade at her saying, oh my God, you're so obsolete. You're so old school, so old fashioned. Like you got to go. Vogue is old. They got to change, bring in some fresh blood into Vogue, because how can you leave a comment like that and say like, oh, one of the staff members didn't wear a tie and you did not appreciate. And then I remembered another video I saw of exactly this year's Met Gala, the press junction meeting 1 day or 2 days before the actual Met Gala, where Miss Anna Wintour assisted front row. Loic was behind her filming her. We're going to get to Loic later. Oh God, listen, we got some shade to spill about Loic, but as always, because she's shady, but she tries to be all cutesy, but we know better. We see right through you, Miss Thing. So she was saying in an interview, like, I don't appreciate the member who wasn't wearing a tie. Well, as we all know, in this year's chairman committee of the Met Gala, we had Carla Bruni serving Melania Trump. We'll go. If you know, YK. And Mr. whatever his name, the ex-tennis player, Federer. The dude arrives, so they're all front row. She, him, and Carla Bruni. He arrives, sits next to Anna Wintour, spreads his legs, because those balls be heavy. He was man-spreading. Anna kind of did the whole, put her knees together. Carla put her knees together. Federer opened up the floodgates with a polo shirt and no tie. No tie. So when you connect the two pictures, was she throwing shade at him? She did not appreciate that somebody was not wearing a tie. Now, she could have been saying that a year prior or several years prior about some mignon that she saw working and that she then disposed of. But then you got Federer not wearing a tie. And, well, that doesn't look really good for Anna, does it? You know, because it kind of like seems like she selectively throws shade according to how she prefers to throw shade, or whom she prefers to throw shade at, which also means she can close an eye when it's for the right reason, right? For the right, you know, substance. So, Mike Oli, what? Likes videos are incredible. What do you have to say on him? Huh. Oh, I've said a lot already about Miss Thing. All right. Who's pushing back? Oh, Kev, don't come for my like. Kev, we have to disagree on this one. The guy's as fake as they come, you know. And that whole attitude of, you know, the baby talk, and then being all cutesy kind to everybody, but then, you know, we had one of the viewers of the Fashion Bunker several years ago who allegedly owns a restaurant in Paris, and allegedly Loic is regular in that restaurant. He kind of talks very differently when the cameras are off, and how he talks about the fashion, allegedly about the fashion world that he films and is always so polite to when the cameras are off, is quite different. Paints a very different picture. So this is my issue, you see. Now, I know that in this world, the fashion world, and every corporate world, you gotta lick some boots to make it far. Otherwise, forget about it. Forget about it. And you gotta always play the fake part, right? Well, that's something you're not gonna see here in the Fashion Bunker. This is kind of, I think, the only place you can find on the internet that's gonna talk about this corporate world of fashion without any fakery. Any fakery. I'm not gonna lick boots to anyone, on anyone, for anyone, ever. So you can appreciate it, or you could say, oh, that's disgusting, you're honest, let me go. You can go. There's the dough, there's the dough. Okay? Don't let it slam you on your way out, and no need to say that you're leaving. But if you want to keep it real, this is the place to be. So you see, Anna might not appreciate her staff member not wearing a tie, but then closing an eye when Federer doesn't wear a tie. Well, that's not me. That's not me. You see, I don't appreciate when somebody's fake. Okay? That's why I don't like Loic, and that's why I don't give a flying F anybody from the fashion world coming for me in the comment section saying, oh, he's so amazing. Girl, he's not. He never was and never will be. So, but it's that fake attitude that gets him a lot of views and, love from the fashion industry, because he never has anything critical. And I'm not saying to be hateful here. I'm saying critical. By that, I mean constructive criticism. By that, I mean developing critical thinking. We cannot go forward in this society. Like, how much do you want to push this, you guys? How far do you want to actually take this fakery? How far can we take it? How far can we keep on acting with that it's revolting to me, the fakery, the attitude of everything is fine, everything is amazing, Stepford Wives style. Oh my God, it's so nice to see you again. Oh, this is so beautiful what you're doing. It's so awesome. I love everything you do. This is so beautiful. Oh my God, I love this collection. I love everything you do here. Let me lick some more. Let me lick some deeper. No. Sorry. No, not here. Not with me. Forget about it. Maybe he and people like him can trick you. They don't trick me. They don't fool me. Are we clear on that? Good. Now, so moving on. Now, thank you, Anna. You understand. You understand. I know you understand, dear, because you had to go through it a lot yourself. Okay, Anna, thank you, darling. What do we say about this look? I did not expect her to have anything flashy. She is, after all, the boss lady, so she doesn't want to also outstage and overstage the guests. She doesn't want to be more than they are. And that is, at the end of the day, also respectful to them. So, I always say, who organized the party? We got to cut them some slack. She's well put together, clean, preppy, as she always is, not a hair out of place. It's Anna Wintour, you guys. And she did not want to outstage anybody else. Like, I get it and I respect it. So more power to ya. I just would have worked on the eyes, the eye makeup. I would have delivered a better look for her eye makeup. But then again, she was never famous for her eye makeup to begin with. So there's that. So, next look is Adut Akesh or Akesh. Adut Akesh, who is wearing Carolina Herrera. Listen, I have an issue with the Met Gala in general, Karl Lagerfeld thing being black and white, black and white, black and white. See why I'm wearing color? Because I'm just like... And I have a sneaky suspicion that they knew that there's going to be a majority of black and white looks. Hence why this design on the red carpet. You see, I have a sneaky suspicion that they did this carpet just to add a little bit of oomph to what they knew or suspected was going to be a plethora of black and white looks. Okay, so we got here a variety of loofah sponges. Now, the lady is gorgeous. Her bob is to die for. Anna Wintour, that's how you do a bob, honey. Skinny legend, looks divine. The dress is giving me RuPaul's Drag Race season 5. 4. You know, like, we're not there yet. Finale look of season 4. You know, it's the queens are serving loofah sponge couture. So that's what I'm getting here. Now, I love the décolleté moment. We are serving. I love the free shoulder. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's shining for the gods. But the dress, like, look. Like that. You see the white loofah and the black loofah? And then cut off all the rest. And just, I'm sure her legs are gorgeous. I would have left just the 2 loofahs. Hold on. Just these 2 loofahs. And this would have been a bare leg, completely nude. And then a gorgeous black heel, a pump. That's what I would have done. If you really wanted the loofah, do just the double loofah. Just 2 loofahs at the top, and the other loofahs can go, you know. It's a bit much. I know, you know, they're all trying to homage Carl and you know, opulence and the tulle and referencing floral, you know, a little bit of a camellia vibe going on. Like, I get it, but what did they always say in Project Runway? You know, learn to be to edit, learn to edit, learn to cut it down, learn to edit down. That's going to win you the race, okay? Learn to edit down. Okay, Carolina Herrera, learn to edit. Okay. Hey, BB, how's it going, sweetie? There were too many dresses with the long train, says Murfette. 2 rows of loofah and lots of leg. Yes, gosh, get a life. Beautiful edit, Jacob. Thank you, Basic Bag Lady. Thank you. Hey, Deeply Airing. Yes, enter Tim Gunn. Yeah, that was my Tim Gunn, who sounded a little bit like Tom Ford, but yeah, you know what I mean. IYKYK, you're my people. You know who I'm trying to impersonate. So, moving on. Now, the next one, Amanda Seyfried. She was amazing in Twin Peaks: The Return. Yes, David Lynch cast her for Twin Peaks: The Return. She is wearing, let's just say she's trying to wear Oscar de la Renta. Okay, the hair is giving. This hair and that makeup, that's my type of makeup. That's my girl. Okay? Gorgeous. Like, oh my God. Sorry, my control monitor is completely mirrored. So everything, I don't know. I don't have nothing to lift here. Nothing. Okay. So if we just look at the fit, this is amazing. Actually, this freaking light. Why isn't it freaking there? So this part, I also like the kind of necklacey vibe going on there. But I have a big problem with this part. Now, again, it's serving RuPaul's Drag Race season 3 this time, because it looks like she padded a little, because this looks kind of unnatural. Maybe it's the angle of the photo, but then again, here we get another lump. It looks like bad padding to me. And then it kind of sticks to the leg here, and here it's kind of going very high up. Like, I would need more drapery in the front of, you know, Oscar de la Renta, more like Gucci, aka Coochie. Anyway, so the bad jokes, but better jokes are coming. Don't you worry. It's giving me drapery, but like fringes gone wild. It's a waste of hairdo. It's a waste of gorgeous makeup and gorgeous hair. Like, this hair is, I mean, it's a dream. I wish I had hair like that right now, actually. So, oh yeah, Kev. Yeah. Oh, I missed this look before. I think the rest of her dress got caught in the cab, right? Looks like a diaper, says Chilla. My God. The crotch area too. It's weird. Like, up to here, like from the neck up to here, really gorgeous. And then we lose it in this part. We were kind of, anyway, just saying. Makeup on fleek, honey, and the hair on fleek. Dress, I pass. Let's see the next one. Okay, so Anne Hathaway. Anne hath a way to go. In Versace. 2 boobies as camellias, and then we got a reference to Gianni Versace because of the pins. So it's kind of like serving more like, it's as if like Chanel homages Gianni. Such a weird thing that Donatella did there. But well, we'll go. That's what she did. I don't know how to feel about the 2 camellia boobies. Like, it's a little bit vulgar to me. The camellias should have been, I don't know. It looks like they're lactating. It should have been, love the wiglet, love the pompous kind of hair, the kind of beehive, almost beehive moment, serving some Amy Winehouse, retro chic. Body is gorge. The dress, why not? I mean, it's a tweed referencing Chanel. Like, also question, how much was this Met Gala an homage to Carl, and how much was it an homage to Chanel? Because a lot of people were like either wearing designers making clothes referencing Chanel, or they literally went into the Chanel archives, the haute couture archives, and then Chanel remade the haute couture pieces for them. Fair but not great, says D. Higginbotham. Kev says the tweed was too thick for this style, not the most flattering. That's a very, very, very good analysis. And Natalia says, everybody wore camellias everywhere. Oh, that's like the lady from TikTok. Everyone's so creative. It literally gives those vibes, you know, like these designers trying to like be like whimsical, you know? Most of them are serving whimsical Carl for Chanel. Okay, let's see the next one. So the next one is Ashley Graham and Harris Reed. It looks like she's coming out of a black hole. Anyway, I mean, she's literally like pulling one of those like, bloop, I'm here, and then like she disappears in the black hole. It is a lot of gel too, yeah. This photograph is a whack angle though. It's a vibe. Yeah, she's coming through a portal, Daniela. It's giving censored TV bar. And also it looks like, okay, here we're getting like a corset vibe. They're gone. And then here, like there's no more lacing. And then we got the little kind of tutu. Maybe she put it the wrong way around. But it is giving 80s vibes. I don't know how much it's giving me Carl. But hey. Was the corset glued on? Oh, Kev. So, okay. Well then, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1. Hot glue gun realness. When the queens were still on a very low budget. First season. Rabbit out of a hat, says Chilla. It makes more sense when you see the full dress. Well, like I said at the beginning, for those of you who are just tuning in now, to fall under fair use, I had to take the video from Vogue's YouTube channel, and this is kind of the cutout I could find of her, right? They didn't serve a total look, allegedly. So, and also, I mean, all of the bottles in the back, I don't know what to think about these. I guess, what are they trying to say? Like recycled bottles? Anyway, let's see the next one. Hey, Gloria Retinos, how's it going, my love? Okay. So, we got Bad Bunny. I don't know why he looks like one of those weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but he does. Oh, Ollie is into Ollie's like, Bad Bunny, baby. Okay, Ollie. The suit is clearance men's warehouse, but I love the stole train, says Carrie Fernandez. Bad Bunny is wearing another one of those. Jacques Mousse. Bad Bunny serving a real look. The back cut out with the necklace. Yes, we're going to get to the back. There you go. So I guess Jacques Mousse is trying to serve an homage to Nicole Kidman's ad for Chanel No. 5 with the diamond Chanel No. 5 necklace hanging on the back of her neck. The Baz Luhrmann advertisement. That was right around the time when she made Moulin Rouge, also with Baz Luhrmann. Actually, Nicole Kidman, a little trivia for you guys. Nicole Kidman, was hired by Chanel, and she said to Chanel, I'm going to do this commercial for you guys. Well, they're going to pay her millions probably. But I would really like Baz Luhrmann to be the director. And then Chanel said, okay. And they hired Baz. So apparently, allegedly, she got Baz to do that ad. So I guess Bad Bunny is serving this cutout thing, and there's a little necklace hanging on the back. D. Higginbotham says, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, it's just the proportions are terrible. This thing, this train, little tiny thing hanging really long behind the trail, and then all these like little minions that were working on the red carpet, they had to run and fix the little trail as he was kind of passing. But I don't get the fascination. Hey V-Sense, how's it going, sweetie? Madame Pomerose, how's it going, sweetie? I loved this homage. Okay. Kev says, I wonder if we'll see a spike in Camellia sale after all this. Jacob called it first. We'll go. But anyway, Maria Almasani, it doesn't suit him. He looks desperate for credit to be picked. Thank you, Maria. And I know like 50 billion people out there are real fans of him. I don't know why, but hey, to each their own. So obviously gotta be careful because the bunnies are gonna come for you. Let's just say this is not my bunny, you know. Anyway. So, there you go. Yeah, a little bit desperado, says Kate. Yeah. Oh, Ollie's like bunny here. Okay, Ollie is like lactating as we speak, honey. As Bad Bunny appears, Ollie is like melting into the carpet, honey. The floodgates have opened. He's queer baiting like nobody, says Call Me Louie. Yes, this is a big issue that I also, allegedly, okay, this is just my opinion and also apparently Call Me Louie's as well. But very much queer baiting in my eyes, you know, that kind of, but it doesn't work on me, so, you know. Anyway, just aesthetically, he's not my type at all. On top of that, what is this? What is this? Seriously. Anyway, not my cup of tea. Yes, madame, I am aware that Bad Bunny is played everywhere at all times, especially in South America. I'm very well aware of that. Nena, ya lo sé. ¿Qué me lo dices ahora aquí como si no pudieras saber nada de Bad Bunny? Yo sé todo. Moving on. He's got a nice back. Why not? Well, why not? Then just show your back. I have nothing against him showing even more of his back. But the outfit is just dreadful. All right. Okay. Now, when it comes to Billie Eilish and Phineas, you know, there are things, Yes, the flower toilet train, Katie, exactly. Bad Bunnies, flower tip. Oh, Rachel says, if they knew there were going to be so many fab white outfits, why go with that sad beige carpet? Why not a big red something? Because it's fashionable at the moment to do champagne, because the Oscars did them too, right? Maria says, it's just boring. What even is this? The Met Gala is a snore. So this is, first of all, he looks like he's wearing one of the coats from the Mugler for H&M collection coming out soon. Cha. And Billie, I'm a little bit surprised that she's kind of showing boobage. You know, she always kind of covers it all up. And I always thought that she always gave me the impression that she was very self-conscious about her body, always covering it up. Like she thought, didn't she say in some interview that she thinks she has too much boobs going on? But did she have a breast reduction or something? Because they don't look like overly big at all here. So I don't know what's going on here. If she had a little something done, but it doesn't look like they're big. It looks like they're very healthy. They look great, but they don't look big. Gosh Get Alive says, Phineas has a little boy stance that says, Mom, do I really have to go? Anderson says, Eita, que ella veio de Português. I love it, madame. Still have to listen it around here. Nice to know you've visited already. Portugal. Billie Eilish with the black hair. I don't know. This doesn't serve to me. He looked hungover and didn't want to be there at all, says Kev. Chilla says, I'll say it. Why are they there? Yeah, she is self-conscious, says Chilla. Ozempic, says Tina. Emotion Engine says, I loved Billie's look last year. She looked like she ran a brothel in the 1890s, but in a good way. Oh, Crybaby Zaki says she lost a lot of weight recently, so maybe it is the Ozempic. What can I tell you? Carrie says, neither of them look like they're taking it seriously. I do like the outfits, though, but as flashy in real life, wear not Met Gala. David says, he's wearing Westwood. Did Louis just write that? Call Me Louis says, yeah, I did. I died with your Portuguese Jacob. Love it. Thank you, Anderson. Obrigado. Gloria says, oh, I miss this couple. Who is he? Yes, Gloria, interesting that you called them a couple. You see, this is one of those very difficult things. You can't really talk about it on YouTube, obviously, but I always feel something so uncomfortable with them too. I just, her on her own, yes. When he's in the picture, I just get like all the hairs on my back go up like this. And I'm not going to say anything more about that. Moving on to the next picture because I don't want to get in trouble here. Bradley Cooper and Tom Ford. Sure. A lot of people have been talking about this, like saying, yeah, he has staff from Hollywood. He delivered, the homage to Carl, I guess, is the glasses, but then again, like, girl. So it's just like Bradley Cooper acting as if he's at the Oscars. What a rebel, putting on sunglasses. Like, that's the rebel touch. People said that this is great that he just like did the Hollywood star red car. I'm like, no, this is not enough for me. Plus, honestly, you guys, sorry, can we talk Joan Rivers style? Can we talk? We've seen him with the starlet at the Oscars last year, right? And he was infatuated allegedly by her. And then that other Russian chick who, is super dangerous, allegedly also. She was super jelly because he was together with her. Then they separated, apparently because of the starlet. Whatever. But he was trying, I had the feel, just my opinion, trying desperately to look really young. He got really bad stuff done on his face, allegedly, and made him look older. Because when you do it badly, you look older, not younger, right? Now, good that he's hiding the eye jaw with the glasses, but it's the hairdo. It's that kind of out of bed look. Look at me. Frat boy from college vibes that I'm just like, Bradley, it's this stuff that makes him look older. It's this stuff that makes him, to me, look desperate. Like, oh my God, I'm trying so hard to be 22 again. Girl, you're not 22. And the more you try to look like you're 22, and the worse you're going to look. Just look your age or be completely something new. Be yourself, okay? But this to me is a little bit desperado. Yeah, Crybaby Zagi. Desperado. James Nation says, Prech. Rough and tumble failure. James says, God, how I miss Joan. She would have... Wait, James says, she would have had a field day with this here. James Nation. Look at you missing Joan Rivers. We all miss her. So much. Just dropped a little Easter egg. Moving on. En route to George Hamilton. Right, gosh, get alive. Cha, I love the shade. Good reference. Anyway. Oh, honey, Rachel. You cannot fake sprezzatura. Absolutely not. Katie says so much. All right. Moving on. So, to me, it's a no. Especially those shoelets. Cha. Embarrassing. Moving on. Love the little butt moment in the back. That little ding. But the rest will go. And what? He got like Trump's makeup artist to do his skin tone? Okay, next. So here we got Brian Tyree Henry and Karl Lagerfeld. Now, I don't know if the whole thing is Karl, even the cape, maybe, but Karl, like the brand as today. I don't know if this is an archive piece or if it's the Karl Lagerfeld brand of today designing something for him. Yes, more loofah sponge. Exactly, gosh, get a life. Madame says, I like this one. Now, let me tell you something. I found this really sexy on him, and I love that it enhanced his shoulders. It made him look even more manly, and it made us all think, you know, all the vampires out there were like, I would sit on that. But at the same time, I don't see this on the red carpet of the Met Gala. You see, I see him entering a dark gothic club and just having his vampiric ways with everybody in that club. Just saying. So this to me, oh yeah, way too much fabric, says D. Higiboth. Oh honey, that cape would fly pretty soon. You put your hands on him and the cape is gone, honey. All of this is gone. Yeah, so just saying. So, but also, I wish he was wearing a small coin purse, says Deeply Airing. Madame says, wouldn't you want to do his interview? Oh, honey, there would be not much talking going on. Next. Cha. Everything's frozen. Okay. Well, we got Cara Delevingne, one of Carl's favorite, as you know, in his later part of his career, in the later years, one of his favorite models. And she also said in this little interview, she thanks, I think, most of her career to him. The fact that she, I don't know if she still is this year, but as of last year, I think she was the most paid female model of the world. She's wearing Karl Lagerfeld, and there is the KL embroidery right there, little embroidered KL. She's wearing Karl, and she's wearing, I guess, Karl's wig. I don't know. But so anyway, this is Cara Delevingne in, I guess, getting ready to go on stage to do the theater piece, the pièce de résistance. I guess she's trying to serve. Do you remember Cara Delevingne in Karl's, I think it was a 2012 cruise collection, the Versailles collection. She was so gorgeous there. She had a similar wig to this one, but more combed to the Versailles style. I loved Cara Delevingne in the Versailles cruise collection. It's kind of giving me a little bit that vibe, but cheaper. It's a bit too léger for a tribute to Karl, who she says has given her everything. You could have showed a little bit more respect, honey. Deeply Eric says, reminds me of my jujitsu GI. Engarde says, gosh, get a life. She got that hair from seeing Visionie's bibs. LOL, says King Oogie 23rd. The Higginbotham says, nope. David says, well, at least it looks starched and crisp. Lovely. Well, Cara, we might come back to you a little bit later. Another Easter egg dropped. Moving on. Thumb up the live stream. We got hundreds of people watching, but we only got 128 thumbs up. Let's get to 150. Let's get to 200. I mean, yeah, we're like at 300 people watching, and then we got like 128 likes. What gives? I want to see those thumbs rolling. Let those thumbs eat cake. And while we do that, I'm going to have a chip. While I wait for, yes, I got a chip on my shoulder, and I'm going to take the chip off the shoulder, and I'm going to nibble. I need my carbs. And I'm a savory carb eater. Like if you let me pick between salty and sweet, I'm always going to take a chip and popcorn over a cookie. 146 thumbs up. Come on. Let's get the show on the road, guys. 146. You know how you do that? Under the video, there's a little thumb up. You click on that. And if you can't because you're not logged in, log in. And then click on that. It's super easy. It costs you nothing. Literally costs you nothing. Let's get to 200 likes. Ooh. We're at 154. All right. Next look. Cardi B. Oh, somebody said this was Chanel. Is this Chanel? Could be Chanel, but it looks a bit off to be Chanel. Hey, Heaven Blake. How's it going, sweetie? Welcome. Cardi B. Yeah, it doesn't look like Chanel. Is it? Who made this look? I don't know. T-Pal say, hey, T-Pal. T-Pal says, Cardi B looked like a fancy Avon bottle, but so cute. Oh, Katie says, custom by a stylist. It's not Chanel, if I remember it correctly, says Madame. Huh. Not a fan of the storm hair, says Chilla. This is, oh, okay. Carrie Fernandez says, this is Chen Peng. So Chen Peng. I'm also not a fan of the white hair. I know she wanted to homage Carl, I guess, because, you know, of his white wig. But it does come off very costumey, very cosplay, a storm, right? I don't know. The whole look is very costumey, and especially the collar. It's giving me cosplay vibes. I'm also not a fan of black camellias on the black dress. It's very heavy. It doesn't have it doesn't allow us to see all the textures. It just looks like a blob, like a mass of, yeah, it looks like storm coming out of a black cloud, you know. Not a fan of this look. Not a fan. It's a bit heavy. And then also the black gloves, so like we have very little skin. Everything is very clumpy, and when she puts the hands down, it's just like a mass of heavy black textures, and these are like velvets. It's very heavy materials. Like she looks flocked. So plus the wig looks really heavy too. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah, Carrie Fernandez, I agree with you. This would have looked much better in a lighter color. Oh, she looks like a quinceañera cake topper. Oli, ¿ma qué dices? Sí. Pienso también. Chila says, I wonder if the bottom would look better in an alternate black and white. Yeah, like one flower black, one flower white, and, you know, doing a pattern. The gloves should have had some more texture to them color-wise. It's a bit clumpy. The real Shakeen says, I agree. It's very heavy looking, but her posing was cute like a Barbie. Great. Yeah, great poses. For Karl Lagerfeld tribute. Okay. You know what I mean? It doesn't cut it, Cardi. It doesn't cut it. But, you know, Heaven Blake says, I like the concept and what they try to do. No, don't like the hair. Zara Justina, oh my God, cake topper, the accuracy. Anyway, moving on. Oh, by the way, there's a reason why I am a little bit on the heavier side with my comments right now, because it's gonna get all lighter. Don't you worry. I got it all. I got it all planned out. I'm not, oh, grumpy Jacob. No. You know, because I know I'm gonna, when people rewatch this video tomorrow, whatever, they're gonna say like, oh my God, you're so negative. You're so negative. Hold it. Hold your horses. We got, you know, we always see both sides of the coin. Coin, honey. Coin. Tape your host. I love the segue. Oh my God, the vulgarity of that segue. All right. Great poses, great hands, great head, says Madame. Don't you know it? So, Yomi, everybody looks like to me, everybody looks like the quinceañera, the tia, la prima, la hermana, says Louis. ¿Dónde está el chambelán? One of those two in the back must be the chambelans. All right, let me show you the next one. Okay. So we got Melania Trump. Carla Bruni. She even speaks like Melania. Now, I wonder if Melania learned from Carla how to speak or if Carla learned from Melania how to speak. Well, both were married to presidents or are. Well, Sarkozy, I don't know if she's still together with Sarkozy, probably is. So here's an interesting example of a model that was mostly famous for Gianni Versace fashion shows, but she was also on 90s. She's one of the 90s supermodels. She was also on Chanel runways. She is one of the co-chairs of the Met Gala this year, together with Federer and Anna Wintour, of course. So, Madame says, aren't they clones? Conspiracy, right? She's giving total Melania vibes, total Melania makeup. They talk the same, a very particular way of talking. I would have rather her wear a chair, says James Nation. Classy chair people, says Madame. Kev says the most random quartet of co-chairs. Yes. Sylvie says Melanie the plagiarist. Katie says boring bridge and social contemporary dress. Gloria says yes, Madame. I want to see them both. Heaven Blake says boring. Mahona says boring. Dihigabato says meh. Was she wearing Chanel? She looked like she was wearing a mummy outfit colored in black. I'm trying to see. No, I don't know what she was wearing. Anyway, Carla Bruni. Bravissima. Grazie mille, Carla. Ci vediamo dopo. Ciao, bella. Ciao, 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 ciao. So, okay, Christina Ricci, the love of my life. I adore Christina. Christina adores Kim Jones, the Peanut Man. Yes. She's friends with Kim Jones. Well, all the ones wearing Fendi. She's wearing Fendi. In the interview, all said, a huge friend. My best friend in the world is Kim Jones. Like everybody who was wearing Fendi that night said that they're best friends in the world with Kim Jones. I'm like, Kim Jones has a lot of best friends. To me, that is as suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh, I'ma be suspicious. I'ma be suspicious. Because when you go into a restaurant, those restaurants that have menus with 50,000 different foods on them? You best be suspicious. You best be suspicious. Because listen, always never trust anybody. But trust a bit more the restaurants that have a short menu than the ones that have 5 pages of dishes to offer you. Take my word for it. This biatch has been around the block a couple of times. I have a couple of food poisonings on my back in my 237 vampire years. I know what I is talking about. So, when too many people start shouting to the winds, oh my God, Mr. Peanut Man is like my best friend. I'm like, yeah, is he though? Just saying. Now, something is amiss with her braid, says Kep. Well, it's a little bit tiny. But whatever. The hair, I still love my Christina Ricci. She is flawless to me, okay? But I preferred her chunky. I loved Christina Ricci in Buffalo 66 with Vincent Gallo. Another specimen I would sit on. Now, however, we know Vincent Gallo is a problematic character and has been canceled several times, but still, what a hottie. Anyway, my issue here is with the fit. In this armpit area, this just kind of, and she's stretching it by pulling, so it's kind of fine now, but I have another picture to show you in Fendi, how this fit right here doesn't fit. Let me show you the next picture. Let me eat a chip in silence. My condolences to this dress. Honey, Mr. Peanut Man, your best friend? If I were your best friend and I made this dress, I would not let you wear it. My condolences to the dress, to the deceased dress. Shout out to its family. But I love you, Christina. Also, damn, who did that makeup? Look how much shade they put underneath there. Wow, I mean, and I know Joan Crawford used to do that a lot in her older days when she had a little bit of a double chin to hide it. For us guys, we're so lucky to have a beard because the beard does all the shading for us. That's why most of us have a beard. Makes us look skinnier. The ladies, what are you going to do? But if you're going to do the makeup under your chin, honey, blend it. Blend. Kev says, looks like they fitted on a different person. Sabotage, says James. I'm telling you, when a menu is too long and a restaurante is offering too many courses. Be suspicious. You better be suspicious. You best be suspicious, okay? Next. We got a kitty on the runway. Doja Cat as Choupette in Oscar de la Renta, I want to say. What can I say? She had the prosthetics done. This is not her nose, obviously. They put the prosthetics on. I got Smurfette says boring. Kev says she was an extra on Cats. Now, I also think this was serving the flop movie, the Sony movie musical of Cats. She does look a little bit like she's serving Taylor Swift, extra for Taylor Swift on Cats. I loved the moment of her being interviewed by what's her name? The other YouTuber lady who always does Louis Vuitton. What's her name? Emma Chamberlain. Thank you, madame. Emma Chamberlain was interviewing her. And she was just saying, meow, 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 meow. She didn't want to talk to Emma. But she did talk to the other interviewer, the Vogue interviewer at the top of the staircase that everybody, who was important went to be interviewed by. I have my issues with the interviewer lady because she was so unprofessional. Like the people that she didn't care for, she's like, okay, thank you so much. She would just turn away from them and just like dismiss them. I thought that was so rude. But then if she liked a person, she would be, I'm like, wow. Did not like her at all. Anyway, RN says is giving rabid mouse. It's giving also Luna from Sailor Moon. So it's trying to give Choupette. It's giving Luna from Sailor Moon. It's giving rabid mouse, apparently. Oh, I didn't know she spoke. I thought she only meowed, says Gloria. No, she only meowed to Emma because she was rude to her. Or she was trolling her. She was literally trolling her. I guess Doja Cat learned from the best. She is friends with Terry Joe, after all. Keelan, Terry Joe, and Georgia Peach from TikTok. IYKYK. They troll each other all the time on TikTok. So she's a legend, okay? I mean, I love Doja Cat. Let's just be very clear here. But Emma, I felt like Emma Chamberlain was like uncomfortable because she was like trying to interview her and she just kept meowing. And I thought, okay, what a concept. She's just going to keep meowing. But no, she did not meow at the top of the staircase. In fact, here, you just see the elbow of the lady interviewing her. Here she spoke. She did not meow here. And there's a really funny moment because as she was giving the interview, right? So this is where the red carpet ends. And then you got the staircase and then you enter the Met right here. Oh, basically, okay, so this is the staircase. Right here is where she was standing to be interviewed. And then running up this staircase was none other than Virginie Viard. Yes, Virginie Viard was also on the red carpet. She ran through, super scared, didn't want to get interviewed by anybody, didn't want to see nobody. She's like, I don't want to see that. My Valerie Cherish impersonation, IYKYK. Pardon me. Oh, that chip. And, but the funny thing is, Virginie was funny, and we're going to see her in a bit, but running after her like a little dog was one of her ambassadors, Kristen Stewart, honey. And there was such a funny moment here, and you can see it in the Vogue video, where like Kristen is like trying to talk to everybody, trying to promote herself, Kiki with the journalists and with the other stars. We love you too, love you too. Oh my God, you're a lesbian as well, love you. And then Virginie was running up the staircase, and it almost felt like Kristen Stewart was like her plus one. And she had to enter with her, otherwise she would not be able to enter. So she saw Virginie leave, and then she started running after her like, oh my God, I gotta catch up with my mother. And as she ran up the staircase, she turns around and she sees Doja Cat, and you could literally see Kristen Stewart's face go, and then like walk away really quickly. The shade, the shade, the shade, the shade. Oh, thank you, Heaven Blakes. You're on fire tonight, Jacob. Thank you, my love. Sylvia, Mucha also ran through. Yes, there was such a lovely Mucha Prada moment. Somebody caught it on TikTok. Mucha was like a little tiny dwarf, little nugget, chicken nugget. Mucha was like, she ran through, didn't want to look anywhere. She just ran. Mucha Prada was hilarious. Maybe Kristen Stewart saw her own reflection in one of the cameras. No, Kev. She saw Doja Cat. It was hilarious. Anyway, moving on. I need another chip to get through this mess. Well, Dula Peep. Cha. She's wearing Chanel. A dress that Claudia Schiffer wore in the 90s. Claudia Schiffer. I wonder what she wore on the Met Gala red carpet. I mean, one of the most important muses of Karl Lagerfeld. She must be at the Met Gala, right? I mean, Anna Wintour would invite her, right? She's part of Karl Lagerfeld's legacy, right? We're going to get to that too. Anyway, so Dula Peep said that she was allowed to access the archives, and she could choose whatever she wanted. She loved this dress. It's a dream come true to her. And then they remade it for her. So she's not actually wearing the dress that Claudia Schiffer wore, but they remade it for her. No, Ollie, it's not her name. Her name is Dua Lipa. But Wendy Williams calls her Dula Peep, and I love my Wendy Williams, so I homage Wendy Williams here, okay? Wendy Williams is a goddess. I adore Wendy. And so Wendy never could pronounce Dua Lipa's name properly, so she always calls her Dula Peep. So yes, she's not pulling a Kim Kardashian destroying a historic dress. Well, not that historic. It was just a runway piece, but they remade it for her. In fact, Chanel remade the dresses for almost all of the people invited, all of the ladies who could access the archives. They could pick a dress and Chanel would redo it for them. Chanel had a lot to do, haute couture-wise, for this Met Gala red carpet. Not everybody. Here you have the OG look. Here's Karl with Claudia Schiffer. Now, big criticism for all of these looks that have been redone, the hats are missing. And the hat kind of makes this look. Well, Claudia Schiffer makes this look. You know, not for nothing. Karl made Claudia wear something so simple because Claudia can pull it off. Quite frankly, Dula Peep, you ain't it. And you didn't go for the hat? Well, then what's the use? I mean, Coco Chanel was all about the hats and the headpieces. Why are people not wearing any headpieces on this runway? Almost nobody is. On Claudia, it works. But it's the headpiece that also also the blonde hair. Now, let's go back to Dula Peep, the interviewer said, "Oh my God, and your necklace." The necklace was like some, I guess, Tiffany. She's like, I think this is one of those necklaces, like huge diamonds, costs millions of dollars. It's like something she has to give back the next day. And I think she said, or some other starlet said, "Oh, I was allowed to wear it to showcase it before anybody else can see it," like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, listen, I am 237 years old as a vampire. So to me, what she does isn't good pop music either. I don't care for it. I don't listen to her stuff. If I hear it on the radio, I try to change station immediately. Her Yves Saint Laurent ad campaigns, nothing. It gives me nothing. It literally gives me nothing. So, if people love her, they love her. Rachel says it's not balanced without the hat or a huge updo. Exactly. This little Bo Peep. Little Dula Peep. Little Dula Peep. There you go. Okay, moving on to the next moment. You see all the black and white, black and white, black and white. Oh my God, it's so boring, right? Okay. Here you go, Emma Chamberlain. So Emma Chamberlain was trying to, the YouTuber, she's on the right. She's at the bottom of the red carpet interviewing people. And then the other lady was at the top of the red carpet interviewing people. So like Doja Cat was like meowing at her. She felt super uncomfortable. She's like, "Oh, okay. So what do you think about meow?" She's like, so she really felt like Doja Cat was trolling her, which I believe she was. But anyway, so I guess what is she wearing? Louis Vuitton probably? Yeah, it's like the top part is giving me like Hitchcock blonde, but she not blonde, but then it's cut off here. That slit, honey, is breaking up there. And then these little youthful socklets, like giving like, sorority sister. No. Was this Louis? Oh, it's Miu Miu. Blue Bannister says it's Miu Miu. I'm just not feeling it. Fits horrible, says Daniela. Pass on this look, says Zara Justina. The blue, says Madame Pomerose. The polka player. The polka player. Madame says Emma looked bad. The butt is awful, but she changed for a black one. That was better. Oh, she changed? Josias, yeah, that Miu Miu was not good. Oh, love, says Anderson. Aaron says, did she change because her outfit was different when she was interviewing? I don't know. At least she's wearing color. Well, call this color. Anyway, next. This is, what a travesty, y'all. All right. Here we go. This is Elle Fanning in Vivienne Westwood, actually, in Andreas Kronthaler for Vivienne Westwood. So this is one of the first dresses to hit a red carpet that Vivienne Westwood has not seen herself. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment. And what I like about this particular conversation that Elle had with this interview lady, who apparently somebody says is a Scientologist, allegedly, that when she was very young, like 16 years old or something, and Carl loved her look, and I think he wanted her for some ad campaign or runway, he saw her like youthful with a little, crown of flowers. And so she said, so she did that again to homage him because he always saw her as this youthful young little girl, even though now she's older. But it's also giving me Cicciolina. Now, if you know Cicciolina, you know what I'm talking about. I love Cicciolina, but she's serving Cicciolina vibes. And I love the two little bows on the sides, that how long they are, and this little bolero cut thing, and then this. And she's the only one on the red carpet, and you got to hand it to Andreas and Vivienne because he's been taught by the best. She's the only one to actually have real flowers on the red carpet. She actually has real plants, right? She doesn't have these artificially attached camellias that are made out of she doesn't do this. She actually has a real bouquet of flowers, which makes this dress so ethereal. Seriously, it's this bouquet of flowers and this little crown of flowers with the two bows that make this dress. Because try to think that this is gone and just see that white dress and that little black bolero. It would be missing something. It's the flowers that round it all together. And of course, you know, Carl's Chanel looks, the wedding dress was always a famous final look at the end of every haute couture collection in particular. So here Andreas delivered kind of a wedding dress, but I love the black top. So it's kind of mourning. There's mourning there as well, but also the white innocence. I kind of love this, but it works because very cleverly designed for her, with Elle in mind, with her hair color in mind. The designer listened to her story about Carl and her with the little crown thing, and he made it for her. And tried to bring out the youthfulness in her to match the story that she had to tell about her memory with Karl Lagerfeld. This works. It's a whole story. And very interesting how Mr. Andreas Kronthaler is serving his version of Chanel at the same time. Of course, Anna Wintour did not invite Andreas Kronthaler to deliver one of the Karl Lagerfeld tribute looks for Vogue, right? But he did it anyway. He found his way on the red carpet. She was the only one wearing Vivienne, I believe. So very, very interesting. I love this, and I love her. She's just a sweetheart. Also, I love her in Maleficent, but that's a whole other story. Rachel says the personal relationship in Homage is great. Madame says, still a no, even with the flowers. She looks like the flower girls at a wedding, childish. Yes, that was the whole idea. She's supposed to look childish and innocent. For a not any more innocent, grown-up woman, this is amazing. Brings back a memory. And Carl is just a memory, you guys. He kicked the bucket years ago. So, love it. Love it. Moving on. Way to go. And black and white, yes, we've seen 1,000 times, but there's colors in the plants. So, next, we got the goddess herself, you guys. We got Glenn Close in Erdem. And this is the Erdem guy. Okay, I mean, honey, this thing, she covered the entire Met Gala with this look. Gorgeous. Give the woman an Oscar, finally. Seriously, it's embarrassing how the Academy did not give Glenn Close an Oscar yet. She is a goddess to me. I adore Glenn Close. However, a Glenn Close can pull off a collar. Oh, yes, she can pull off the Karl Lagerfeld collar. This is my issue here with all of these appliques around the neck, this kind of bib vibe of a necklace, whatever it is. Maybe it's not a necklace, but it looks like a necklace. I don't like that. But the rest I'm fine with. She can pull it off. She was the one and only Cruella de Vil, wasn't she? And in my humble opinion, and I'm going to say it here and now, she should have been Miranda in The Devil Wears Prada and not Meryl Streep. I said it, and I stand by it. And let me tell you why. Because, for me, Meryl Streep as Miranda, it felt the whole time like you could see Meryl wasn't acting well in that movie. Meryl was doing a comedy skit on making fun of Anna Wintour. That's what Meryl Streep was serving to me in The Devil Wears Prada. While on the other hand, had Meryl Streep been Miranda in The Devil Wears Prada, she would have embodied that character. She would not have delivered a a spoof of Anna Wintour, like Meryl Streep did, she would have become Miranda. Hate me for what I say, I don't care. I said what I said. I said what I said. She is the Miranda. She is the Cruella de Vil. She is that goddess. Give the woman an Oscar. All right. Rachel says, agree. Heaven says, you're so right. This is interesting, says Bearlux. Madame says, SNL skit. Yeah. Meryl Streep was like doing an SNL skit in The Devil Wears Prada. And I'm like, cute, funny. And travesty. She was even nominated for an Oscar that year. Of course, she didn't win. How could she? Could you imagine if Meryl Streep, of all the parts, and she did some great roles in her life, but of all the roles that she did, like to win an Oscar for Miranda, hell no. And in fact, she didn't. And with that, thumb up this live stream, will ya? Thank you. Next up. Oh, and he, Mr. Erdem, I couldn't listen to him talk. He was one of those that talks like this all the time. It was like very good. And the little mouth was always going to the front. Was always going to the front. It was like, so I was thinking that she was going to wear the piece in the most incredible way. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this person? I got the heebie-jeebies listening to him. Let's get to 200 likes, y'all. We are at 184. We need 16 to go. Let me eat a chip while I wait for those thumbs to roll. Oh, Deeply Erring says, I liked that Meryl's Miranda felt she was too good for the movie. Then why did she do it? Desperate much for the check? $188. We need 12 more to go. And the Met Gala continues. Grab a snack and come on back. 189. We got a show for you. Yes, gosh, get a life. Meryl turned it into a caricature. Exactly. Marlene Perez is laughing. Miss Jelly laughing. 195. We need 5 more thumbs up. Oh my God, I'm losing my little robe here for you. What's going on, you guys? You just keep tugging on that robe. I don't know. 4 more to go. 1 more to go. We're at 199 likes. And we froze. Classic. Let's see, who's going to be the 200th? Oh, and we did it. All right, who's next? Who's next? We got Gwendolyn Christie, also in Fendi. Gwendolyn Christie also saying to the interviewer lady that Kim Jones, the Peanut Man, is her best friend ever. She looks like a mummy. The drapery, especially, again, Kim Jones, I don't know if he's so good at fitting clothes, but okay, so here we got this drapery going on around the belly area, and this is my problem here. This drape right here, this long hanging one, makes her belly look like it's protruding. You don't do it. You do not do this to a woman. It's like it's placed there on purpose. Terrible. The fit is a travesty. I'm sorry, I've been working in the fashion industry for decades. My eye is very specialized in these things. I've also worked a lot in styling, and the devil is in the detail. Okay? You do not allow a drape to fall in this area this low, while the other drapes are so short and tight. Yes, madame, the color doesn't fit her as well. Sure. Deeply Eric says, wow, that hair. Yeah, the hair is gorgeous. You know, she worked that Dyson, honey. Gloria says, oh, the Peanut Man. Kev says, why are all the Fendi looks so unmemorable? You said it, not me. Gwendolyn Christie, we loved you in Wednesday. We loved you in Game of Thrones. We do not love you in Fendi. Next. Yeah, she's wearing a curtain. That's right, Eileen. Hey, Johnny. She's so sculptural. She deserves better. She deserves better. Peanut Man, Zubena. Zubena. All right. Next, we got Janelle Monáe and Tom Brown. Now, Tom Brown working his tweeds and sculptural moment, and she started taking off all her clothes as she was going up the carpet, and she was posing like a doll, like a matryoshka, like a, I don't know what she was posing like. Way too costumey and gimmicky, and I really don't like the transformations on the red carpet. Why? Why? What do you want to prove? Just wear one outfit and go for it. No, but she kept kind of taking the layers off, and then at the end she had that, you know, skinny thing and this webbed part that she would pull up and, you know, pose and whatever, girl. We love Janelle Monáe, for sure we do, but just this outfit. It's like Tom Brown really delivered a lot of looks for this show, for this carpet. A lot of people wore Tom Brown, and a lot of them delivered. You know, we're going to see Jenna Ortega also in Tom Brown, worked better than this. Is this an editorial piece? Yes, of course it is. We're not debating that. This, to me, is like what I explained Meryl Streep to be when she acted as Miranda. Like Meryl Streep was a spoof of Anna Wintour. This is a spoof of Karl Lagerfeld. This outfit is a spoof of Karl Lagerfeld. So this outfit is a Meryl Streep delivering her performance as Karl Lagerfeld. You see what I mean? Catch my drift? Oh, are we shading Fat Carl now, says Kev. I think nobody was talking about Fat Carl in the, not as far as I remember. I don't think anybody was like talking about that era of his life while they were being interviewed. Anyway, let's see who's next. Okay, so we got Jared Leto dressed as Choupette. And then because he's the ego that he is, he couldn't really stick with the cosplay. So he had to take that hat off. He had to take the cat head off very soon, just to like tell to the world, hey, everybody, take pictures of me. It's me, Jared Leto. And there you go. And he was like triumphantly like, haha, you guys, it's not Choupette. It's Jared. It's me, Jared. The guy who owns a shady island somewhere in Croatia where a lot of girls go to. Be alone with him. Allegedly. Yeah. Madame says he was confused. He thought he was on his way to his island cult. There you go. Allegedly. Yeah. Sounds familiar, says James Nation. Sylvie BT says, this guy, gross. Johnny says, so egocentric. Heaven Blake says, damn, I'm too old for him then. Oh, you want to go to his island? Cha. Yeah, Rachel. It's Josiah says next. Shelby says, oh, that doesn't sound good. Joe Moore says, I heard the furries got upset with him. The furries got upset with Jared? What did they say about him? Why were they upset with him? Oh, because he took the head off, probably, right? Because he wasn't in it. Allegedly. Yes, search for the truth. Allegedly, I said it at the beginning of this live stream, and I'ma repeat it right here, right now. Everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only. All right, it ain't rooted in no truths or facts. Everything is alleged. Now, my mama always used to say everything's alleged. So I do. So yeah. Furry convention, says Madame. Gloria says, oh, furry gossip. Kev says, Choupette be like, I never asked for any of this. Frozen Luxury says, some of you have never been to an island in Croatia and it shows. We have, Saya. We have. Deeply Airing says, furry baiting. Joyful Remorse says, they felt he was making a mockery of furries. Yeah, because taking the head off, he was like, hey, it's just a joke. Yeah. Choupette must be embarrassed, says Duchess. Furphobic, says Madame. Johnny says, Choupette was eating caviar that night. Ha ha ha. Carrie says, dying about the furphobic comment. Mariam says, Jared and his heads is getting boring. Yes, we all remember his Gucci moment on the runway when he had his own head. In silicone. Mariam says, Jared and his heads is getting boring. I just read that one already. Gloria says, I thought it was such a cute Choupette till he took the head off. Bingo. I never heard of this guy, says Shelby. All right, lucky you. Emotion says, Wendy Williams' voice. Oh, I read. The streets are talking. Everything, says Zara. Kev says, I'm surprised that Daniel Raspberry did not do a Choupette dress. I'm surprised Daniel Raspberry didn't come. Anyway, as Choupette. Emotion Engine says, wait, is Choupette even still alive? Yes, Choupette is still alive, honey. Moving on. Jared Leto. Okay, we got Jeremy Scott and Devon Aoki in Jeremy's. Now, I'm not so sure what they're wearing. Are they wearing Jeremy Scott for Moschino? Because he's no longer working for Moschino. So this might not be Moschino. Are they wearing Jeremy Scott by Jeremy Scott? Owned by IFE, who owns Moschino. Kind of uncomfortable, right? Weird situation. Or are they wearing Jeremy Scott for Adidas? So, what are they wearing? What are they wearing? Devon also got a new face, says Kev. Yeah, and also she, just like Christina Ricci, I was watching this interview, brown. This part painted and not faded properly. I'm like, why don't they fade? It's like they both had the same makeup artist. Clearly they are dressed up as a Korean couple that match outfits, says Shelby. Hot Pink Ray says, fly away. Search for the Truth says, Devon looks like a Bratz doll. Heaven Blake says, she doesn't age. Now, we all know the Jeremy Scott wings stuff. He's been doing this for decades. I have several of his pieces with the wings from his own collection and from Adidas. So to me, this is like Jeremy trying to make a statement to say, hey, this is my signature look. I think his story, his recollection of Karl Lagerfeld was something like they met when Jeremy was still working in Paris. Karl really liked Jeremy, maybe even in that way, because there was this one interview, I can't find it anymore, but where like allegedly Karl said, oh, but Karl used to change his mind a lot, right? But he used to say back in the day when Jeremy was youthful, he would say, oh, the only person I could see following my footsteps at Chanel would be Jeremy Scott. And then he changed his mind, and then it was Hedi Slimane, and then apparently he had a falling out with Hedi Slimane, and I don't know. And at the end, he probably said, you know what? They just took Virginie in the end. But so there was some story Jeremy shared about his wings designs or whatever when he met Karl, and I don't know, something like that. But I guess Jeremy, now that he's gone from Moschino, is trying also to set a standard, like for himself, his signature look. Like, you know, Valentino has red, the Valentino red color, which now they're trying to turn into Valentino pink. Pierre Cardin has the moss green or the dark bottle green. And, you know, Jeremy has the wings. I don't know. But anyway, it's nothing special. Jeremy, you know, always kind of inoffensive, poppy, but nothing groundbreaking. I'm sorry, Jeremy. You know, I love you, but yeah. Yeah, Josiah's right. It feels like he's trying to define his aesthetic. And of course, Devon is, you know, one of his muses, and she was also one of Carl's muses. So that's why she's also here with him. And they were talking about the fact, he said, you know, that Devon was like both Carl's and his big inspiration. Ooh, T-Pal says Ed Hardy remake. Ouch, that hurt. A bunch of fallen angels, says Gosh Get a Life. Anyway, so moving on. We got J-Lo and Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren. Her body is divine. It always will be. Yada, yada. At least she's trying to wear a hat, because a lot of others did not. Sure, why not? What's fascinating about this dress, let me tell you, very fascinating. She can recycle. Let me tell you why she can recycle. This dress with that hat that looks like some sort of cheap Philip Tracy knockoff, but still, and with this little fur ball around her neck, okay, the hat and the fur ball makes this dress a Met Gala costume moment. Follow me. Hear me out. But if we take off the little hat and we take off the Muppet, okay, then we got an Oscar red carpet dress. And also take off all of these long sashes in the back. You know, just kind of cut it down here, cut it down there so that the black part just hangs to the floor, but doesn't, like, you know, doesn't drape behind her. And you got an Oscar dress. Heaven Blake says it's every dress she always wears. Kev says she should have recycled her Oscars Chanel Couture look from 2001. That's a great idea. This look screams cheap, says Mariam. No me gusta, says Gloria. Kindle says cute, but is it on theme? Everybody does whatever they want. It's all about ego. It's all about profilating themselves, being seen on camera, being photographed. That's all this is about, you guys. Nobody cares about Carl. Anyway, who's next? Let me have a chip. The middle sister, Heider Ackerman. This sister, Marc Jacobs. And this sister, Schiaparelli. The Three Stooges, ladies and gentlemen. Kylie, at least it's an okay dress for her rich standards going to dinner in Malibu. This is a joke. At least they made this for her, and she's not ruining another Marilyn Monroe dress. I would have not invited her at all after what she did last year. But then again, the Met wants to make money, and I guess she is still bringing in enough news, you know, enough awareness to the Met to warrant an invitation. I don't know, but all three of them I mean, I get it that like she's invited because she was in Carl's later years. She was on his runways and she was also the bride at least once. But hold on. So they're inviting her because she was on Carl's fashion shows, but nothing memorable. But who was memorable? Oh, right. Those were the supermodels that were on Karl Lagerfeld's runways in the 80s and the 90s. Like Ines de la Fressange, Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford. Where were they? I saw Kate Moss at a certain point. She was on the red carpet, but she didn't do any interviews. But like, if you're inviting her because she was one of his models, but you're not inviting Claudia Schiffer and Ines de la Fressange, something is wrong. Oh, right. So you're kind of signaling to me that you're inviting her because right now she's popping and they're not. But hold on a minute. I thought this whole thing was to homage Karl Lagerfeld's legacy. If there's anybody who's a part of his legacy, it's Ines de la Fressange and Claudia Schiffer. Also, Caroline Cerf de Dudzel, the stylist, and also Victoire de Castellane, who designed all the most memorable costume jewelry that we know and adore of Chanel in the 90s. Before she went to Dior, she now works for Dior. We're going to get to that later. Tipa says, yes, Kim brought news by leaving her 9-year-old daughter in the car while she was eating dinner. Love it. So here you go, Draped with Pearls by Elsa Schiaparelli. This is so bad. I have no words how ugly this is on her. How cheap that pearl drapery looks. How cheap that choker looks. The updo. The Ivana Trump updo in black. Oh yeah, Kev, no one wore costume jewelry by Chanel. What a travesty. I know. That Victoire de Castellane costume jewelry that I collect. The historical pieces, nobody wore them. Travesty. Travesty. That's all she, she would pay her way into these places if she needs to. She just needs that attention. I cannot anymore with them. Seriously. No taste. Absolutely no taste. Like, what is this? And so Anna invites them, but doesn't invite Claudia Schiffer and Ines de la Fressange. I don't know if Anna invited them or if they bought their own table or if some brand invited them to sit at their table. I don't know who invited who, but like they're there. Wow. Just anyway, moving on. I'm appalled. Seriously. Kim Petras. Now, interesting that Kim Petras was invited. I was like, what? Okay, that's very niche. Well, we got a sister on the red carpet, on the Colgate carpet. And she's wearing Marc Jacobs. Oh, Elaine says Kanye said that allegedly Kim is in debt. And I don't know. I wouldn't believe everything Kanye said, But so Kev's like, what is that crumbled up mess? So she's wearing Marc Jacobs, y'all. The too pale. Makeup too pale for the rest of the skin tone. And then the hair here, that separation. I hate my separations. I always fight. There's always this part, this little thing that separates from the rest. That separation, the hair is not done properly. Then it slims down. Trim that off. And then... sorry, Kim, but RuPaul's Drag Race season 1, season 2-ish. Yeah, Marc Jacobs, honey. It's needing a toner, says Heaven. Ollie says, bwah. Miss Weiss says, who is she? She is fab in that sleeping bag. She's a singer. The styling was not good on most of these looks, says Danielle Martin. Elaine says, Kanye said, allegedly done. Marlena Perez says, I saw a picture. The dress was breaking, leaving some pearls behind. Oh, the Kim Kardashian one? No. Leave it to Daniel Raspberry. Mark had lost his touch, says Josiah. Yeah, it's just... Darling. Darling, I cannot, darling. I cannot anymore, darling. I just the two and the white under the eyes too. Okay, anyway, next. Speaking of, let me retouch my powder, honey. I'm getting oily up in here. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Christian Stewart, darling. Yeah, Christian Stewart and Sofia Coppola. Sofia Coppola is, together with Christian Stewart, an ambassador for Chanel today. And she's a film director. And Kristen Stewart wants to be in movies. So they're, good friends. They're wearing Chanel, of course. They were the ones running after Virginie because Virginie did not want to give any interviews. Oh my God, MMM. Okay, this is the best comment of this live stream thus far. MMM says, Kristen Stewart trying to be Robert Pattinson. My queen or king, I don't know what gender you are. I take my throne. I mean, unalived. You unalived me with this one. This one just is like literally, this one wins. This one, done. We're done. The live stream can end here. You guys, thank you for watching. Kristen Stewart trying to be Robert Pattinson. This deserves a cherry. Let me pop your cherry for the MMM. Honey. Slay. 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 Oh, Miss Y says, Sofia Coppola is the cutest. Total crush. Mariam says, most of the looks have been giving, I'm on a tight budget vibe, especially the pearls on just about everyone. I know the pearls, you got to know how to do pearls because pearls can look cheap and they usually do. He was there at the Met too with Suki Waterhouse, I believe. Oh, Robert Pattinson was there too. MMM says, thank you. You're welcome, my dear. All right. Okay, next. Okay. Letitia Wright in Prada. Boring. What is this? The pants are tailored nicely. The jacket is too oversized. It's giving me, let's go to the galleries. Let's visit a gallery in Soho. And then you made the wrong turn and you ended up on the Met Gala carpet. Business meeting attire. Yeah. Next. Okay, I don't understand any of this. So, I mean, I understand it, but it's terrible. Lil Nas X in Dior. First of all, what does this have to do with Dior? Second of all, what does this have to do with Karl Lagerfeld? Is he also trying to be Choupette? Is this a silver version of Choupette as a devil? I mean, the claws, I guess it's a cat doll, I don't know what. But then the boot, there's no finishing here. It's just like open, and then there's like no nice connection between the boot and the rest of the look. And I mean, the bulge, sure, always nice to see a nice bulge, but what a joke. Again, maybe he should join Doja Cat and they should remake Cats together or something. I don't know. Yeah, Kev, he just wanted to walk around naked. This is embarrassing. Human embodiment of Spencer, says James Nation. Rachel says, I love Lil Nas, and at least it's not boring. Just Joe says, Gene Simmons dipped in silver. Tipa says, yes, he is the devil walking the carpet. Ooh, Madame says, yes, he was wearing a beautiful white coat. There's no clothing, says Blue Bannisters. Shelby's like, hey, some of us like dessert. Carrie says, I mean, Doja and Lil Nas X are both from TikTok. Doja Cat did it better twice, says Miss Y. Okay, well, anyway, then he kind of posed and did the whole on the, staircase and moving on. All right, now, listen. Lizzo in a vintage Chanel couture that she chose from the archives, and then they remade it for her in her size. No shade to a big queen, but I will throw shade at Chanel because yet again, Chanel shows us how terrible they are at fitting their clothes to bigger sizes. And we always see on the runways, since a couple of years, their token model, that one model, I think she's Dutch, that every other fashion house manages to dress up beautifully. Chanel never manages to dress her up nicely. Chanel is just really incapable of upscaling their designs to suit bigger sizes than size 0. Okay? Lizzo is a beautiful lady. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. There are ways that you can make this fit. There are ways you can... I've had my own experiences with Chanel. You guys remember when I pre-ordered the Métier d'Art cardigan in the biggest size they have, and Chanel just widened everything. They didn't lengthen it. That's what they did here as well. This is terrible, terrible fit. Lizzo deserves better. She deserves better. Rachel says, I love Lizzo. Huge fan. Chanel should have more respect. Thank you. I agree. Seriously, you guys. The top is nice, but the waist down, oof, says Johnny. Yeah, madame, the shrinked cardigan. Monarch says, so true. This is not suited for a bigger size. I was so shocked that Chanel did this. Yeah, it's insane. I mean, she probably chose the outfit, right? And then they made it for her. But honey, like, okay, make it for her, but make it so that it kind of looks nice on the body. Do you think she liked it? Do you think that Lizzo liked how it fit her? Do you think she could have said, no, I'm not wearing it? Could she have said that? Or do you think she was fine with it? Maybe she was mesmerized by the fact that Chanel is making something for her and she was just like, okay, I'll take whatever. Like, could she have said, no, I'm not wearing it after they made it for her? T-Pal says, I think she liked it. Gosh Get a Life says, not enough fittings were made. They gave her that, says Shelby. I think she liked it, says Gloria. Carrie says, as a fat girl, she knew what she looked like. I'm shocked she still wore it. Rachel says, she's probably such a nice person she didn't want to insult the craftspeople. Sylvie BT says she's really trying to sell it. All right, well, moving on to the next. Okay, Maluma in Boss, Hugo Boss. Yeah, you see this kind of alpha male macho vibe. Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be like, ooh, sexy, and I get it. I don't know. He's going to Bella Noche, hoping to meet Hazel London. IYK. He's missing a yarmulke, says MMM. Call me Luisa. Anyway, Malena says, he's so sexy, but I don't like the look. Josiah says, LMAO. Rachel is laughing. Okay, you're my people. You know. You know Bella Noche, and you know Hazel London. Hazel London is my idol. I adore her. With the white scarf, he looks like a priest, says Madame. He's handsome. He needs no clothes, says Heaven Blakes. Bear Luck says, it's upsetting me and my homegirl. Yes. Why would you go and start something someone else's club? Oh my God, I love Hazel. Oh my God, she's such a legend. Why would you be beefing at someone else's wedding? Oh my God, I love her so much. I know that entire text by heart. Legend. Hazel London is legend. Anyway, moving on. Maluma, you can go back to Madonna and let her suck your toes. Okay, here's another one. Okay, Margot Robbie is back with Chanel. And we all know how desperate this situation is because nobody likes her in Chanel because it's always like, Chanel is not a good fit for her. I mean, she deserves better. Really colorful stuff. When she wears Versace or, even Roberto Cavalli looks better on her than Chanel. And then this plastic corset. No. Next. Sorry, Margot Robbie. Great. Happy that you're ambassador for Chanel. They're not doing you any favors. Jen McMahon. Thank you so much for the super chat.
$4.99 super chat from Jen McMahon. I'm getting this weird vibe between Grandma Megala with all the Pearl Smith super casual Megala. Visage souriant embarrassé. Visage avec des larmes de joie.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Let me pop your cherry. Yes, it's a weird vibe between Grandma Met Gala with all the pearls meets super casual Met Gala. It's so bizarre. I know. And everybody's like trying to get camera time and, show how amazingly popular they are, blah, blah, blah. All right. Anyway, next. All right. The cleavage. Mary J. Blige in Burberry. Another queen that I adore. Mary J. Blige, goddess. Goddess. Burberry. I mean, again, RuPaul's Drag Race, season 5, maybe? This ain't it, Mary J. Blige. We all love ya, girl. To bits. But Burberry doesn't love you. Daniel Lee trying too hard to make blue a thing for Burberry, says Kev. Oh, gosh. Well, good luck to you, Daniel Lee. And interesting how he was allegedly fired from Bottega for being the R word. And then like now he's new at Burberry. And then, of course, they dress up a black person. Just to kind of like Daniel saying, hey, I'm not the R word. We see you, Daniel. We see what you did there. We see what you did there. We see what you did there, Daniel. Okay. You're not going to hear Loic say that, ever. Ever. Okay. Mary J, we loves ya, but we don't loves the outfit. Next. All right. Here we got a Broadway star, Michaela Diamond. Can somebody help me out here? I forgot to write down what she was wearing. I kind of love this little tit moment going on there. Really cute dress. Love the dress. Love that the little poking out little tiny shoelet and the little black, kind of taffeta just kind of poking out there that matches this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's simple, but, it's beautiful. Was this Oscar de la Renta? What was this, y'all? It's cute. I like it. This is fine for me. Yeah, madame. Yes, way. I like this dress. You know, I'm full of surprises. You can never, outstep me. I'll always surprise you. Yes, simple but effective. The bar is low though. And I love the little tiny fringy moment right there. Little tiny shoulder straps, spaghetti straps. Yeah, weird puckering at the pleats. I guess you mean here in this area. She's moving, whatever, you know. I like it. I don't know. I think this is fine. Cha, Madame says it looks like Project Runway. Yes, Gloria Recinos. This I agree with you wholeheartedly. Gloria says, again, it needed chunky Chanel costume jewelry necklaces. Yes. If you adorned her with those Byzantine gold-plated heavy crosses, or just like right there, like a big one of those big gold crosses, or just one of that Byzantine costume jewelry, love it. Anyway, it is what it is. Moving on. Cha. Okay. Is this Emily Blunt with Michael Kors? I think it's Emily. Yeah. Michael Kors and Emily Blunt, both wearing Michael Kors. His tribute to Carl are the glasses. Her tribute to Carl is, I guess, him making the outfit with a camellia, making it look like Chanel. It looks so cheap. Even the bow is off and and this pizzetto and that little belt. This is literally TJ Maxx, Michael Kors duping Chanel. Like literally. This is literally Michael Kors, TJ Maxx, Michael Kors collection duping Chanel. I get itchy just looking at this. It's probably completely synthetic. It's all scratchy on the skin. It's giving me TJ Maxx lace bodysuit blouse. Yeah, T-Pal. Oh, Marshalls. Jame Nation says, I'd say Marshalls. Frozen Luxury says his face doesn't match the hands. Kev says, I saw his interview. There's no way his tan is real. Well, we got another person who apparently got Donnie's makeup artist. So anyway, next. Applause to the goddess. I adore Michelle Yeoh. Oscar winner. I also adored her in Star Trek Discovery. Beautiful. She's just a class act lady. Class act lady. She's wearing Karl Lagerfeld. Elegant. She can pose, honey. Oh my God, can she pose? And that shoulder, the opening and the sleeves and everything. Do I have another picture? I have another picture. Look at that. It's a bit of a sad picture, and I'm telling you again, I could only use the footage of the Vogue live stream, so it's not like they showed a good total look of her, but I've seen a total look of her on other social media platforms. She is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look her up. You know, look the outfit up on Google where you can see it better. I couldn't show you a better picture because of copyright, so my bad. But I can assure you she was just gorgeous. Just beautiful, beautifully poised, gracious. I adore her. I love her. Really. She's just majestic. Really, really majestic. And so dignified, poised, you know. Anyway, next. Thumb up the live stream while you're at it. Yeah, let's get to 250 likes. We're at 222. Let's do the next one. I don't want to... Cha. All right. So we got Gigi. Gigi Hadid with Givenchy and the dude who designs for Givenchy. Okay, he just gives me the worst vibes. I could not stand him. But she, on the other hand, so Emma Chamberlain was interviewing her, right? Oh, sorry, poking right there. This is where she changed outfit. I guess she turned into black here. Outfit. But not a fan of Gigi, right? The outfit, terrible. But she was so cool. Like, she was having fun with Emma. They were talking together, playful with each other. I was like, oh my gosh. Gigi won me over during this interview. I was like, she is actually really nice. So, way to go, Gigi. You've kind of turned me around to, like, now I'm like, okay, I can see how you're actually cool. But guts to go yesterday. And this outfit, guts to go. Her with the blonde hair, also like no, just no. Heaven says, yes, she's always been nice. Yeah, but I've like, for the first time, I've witnessed it live in the live stream. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm liking her. Gosh Get Alive says, the real host was intimidated by Gigi's hosting skills. Yes, she also said like, okay, you want to take over and just you take over? Yeah, I know. Like Emma was like, hey, you're really good at this. And, but Gigi is just awesome. Like she was really cool. But this ain't it. And I also think she's too skinny. Anyway, okay, moving on. Oh, she looks sick, says Louis. There you go. Giselle Bündchen in Chanel. She was one of the historic models of Chanel. She was invited. But again, she's one of the newer models. Well, she's retired, right? But she's also one of the still newer models for Chanel. Still no Claudia Schiffer. This outfit... yeah, okay. It's something she already wore in the past from Chanel. Meh. It's Chanel. Okay, whatever. We respect it. Carl designed it. It's okay. You're wearing something from Carl. It's a tribute. Fair enough. You know, this is classic her with her curly, wavy hair, beachy vibes, you know, very Victoria's Secret. Oh, Heaven says, it's funny. She's my least favorite Chanel models. I was not happy when they chose her. She's not a Chanel gal. Yeah, it's very meh. But anyway, moving on. Next. Okay, Naomi Campbell. God, who is the other one? I don't know. Naomi Campbell, what's she wearing here? Yeah, she's only had fragrances, Kev. Yeah. No. She did have like some... she was in some catalogs. She was in some Chanel fashion catalogs, wasn't she? So Naomi, I don't know what she's wearing. Is she wearing Fendi? Oh, Naomi's wearing Chanel? So haute couture then. Okay. Chanel. She's wearing an Indian sari, Sylvia says. Yeah, no, it's Chanel. Okay, well, if it's Chanel... Naomi's hair also should have been up. Yeah. I don't know who the other two are. But anyway. The gold dress is awful, says Rachel. I don't know. I think this shade of pink doesn't really flatter her. Jules says she's wearing Chanel. Okay, she's wearing Chanel. We get it. She's wearing Chanel. Okay, yeah. She's wearing Chanel. Still, it's not very good for her. No. Meh. Crybaby Zagi says, I'm not liking the shade of pink. Salmon, yuck. James says, I just don't like silver and pink. I don't know. Madame says, yes, very foreign attendee, sorry wedding. Johnny says, makes her look orange. Heaven Blake says, I wonder if Claudia wanted to come. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, next. So I want to say no to this look. Sorry, Naomi. We love you. You're a queen. You're a goddess. We love you. Not the look. Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman in Chanel. This is the dress she wore, 20 years ago. Could you believe it's already been 20 years for the Chanel No. 5 ad campaign when she steps out of the car, runs out of the car in the Baz Luhrmann directed video advertisement for Chanel. And she's like talking in this interview about the fact like how it's haute couture, the testament of the power of this dress. Like, she had it all these years. I don't know if it was in Chanel's archives or if she had it archived after it was filmed. She can still fit in it 20 years later. True testament to this queen as well. And yes, it's pale and it doesn't really work on this red carpet, but it really worked in the commercial, and it was made for that commercial. And she's walking the Met Gala carpet here saying, this, I'm wearing this again to homage Carl. He made this dress just for me, for the ad, for Chanel number 5. And look, 20 years later, it's still like brand new. She probably only wore it for that one shoot, so it's easy to have for it to be. But I'm surprised that the feathers are still holding up. So I thought that was beautiful. The story behind this dress really works great in the commercial because it has that huge train behind her that kind of with feathers that follows as she runs. So it was made for that commercial. It wasn't made for this moment. But I love her story behind it. So we forgive you, Nicole. You look amazing in it. It's just not that memorable here, but it's very memorable in the commercial. Anderson says, not gonna lie, I love this. Oh, that's cool, says Heaven. That's great. Kind of cool, says Just Joe. That commercial was iconic. Love the story around it, says Johnny. Gloria says, I like Nicole's dress, but the shoes, yeah. Anyway, next. Jenna Ortega in, what's his name? Tom Brown. Giving us historic vibes. Carl loved the historic vibe. I think Jenna Ortega, had she become famous while he was still alive, he would have so worked with her. She would have been the new Kristen Stewart, I think. But now Dior got her. You know, she's advertising the Dior perfume. I think if Carl was still alive, he would have taken her under his wing. Anyway, she's awesome. I just watched Scream 6 with Jenna Ortega. She's just amazing. Love her to bits. This is so cute. But also a little bit too much stuck in that Wednesday Addams vibe with the black stuff. You know, it could have been, they could have given her a bit less Wednesday Addams stuff so she can kind of detach from that role. Anyway, next. Still loved it. Tom Brown did a great job here. Great tribute to Carl. My love, Paris Hilton with whatever has become of Marc Jacobs. This is apparently the first time that she came to the Met Gala. Could you imagine that Kim Kardashian was invited before her? Travesty. So this was apparently her first Met Gala. And I love her. This is not the best dress for her, I guess. I mean, they wanted to, Marc Jacobs said, like, we wanted to do something different, unexpected. For Paris, you know, black and leather. And then he said, but then she said she wanted a little bit more sparkly glitz and glamour. So they glittered it up a little bit, but it's kind of the first time she's like all in black, even though she still had her white diamond earrings there. So she's not all in black, but I love Paris, not the dress. Frozen Luxury says, Mark is a national treasure. Well, if he's a national treasure, that nation is bankrupt. All right. So Paris is feeling it. Good for her, says David. Yes, she always feels her oats. We love her. The dress is whatever, but Paris is fabulous as always. We adore Paris. Well, it's better than seeing her in her usual pink, says Heaven. I would have preferred to see her in her usual pink, to be honest with you. Poor Mark, says Heaven Blakes. Yeah. Clara says, a moment of silence for the old needy Marc Jacobs, please. Ooh, Gloria. Groundbreaking, yes, Miss Jacobs, Madame. Heaven says, she looked hot. Deeply Airing says, LOL, Count Chocula. Anyway, Count Chocula. Mother Oats says, Joan Rivers would be proud of these reads. Thank you, Mother Oats. Oh, another Easter egg. My, you're really on to something. Moving on. Okay. Zaddy. Look, I'm already. He's just amazing. I know this doesn't mean whatever. It's Valentino. Pedro Pascal. He's very clever. He's starring in Pedro Almodovar's new short film, which is going to premiere in Cannes this month. And you know, and it's about, I didn't know, Pedro Almodovar was supposed to direct Brokeback Mountain. But then they gave it to Ang Lee because Pedro wanted to make it all about sexuality. And they didn't want it to be all about sexuality. So Ang Lee got the movie. But Pedro now is making his version of Brokeback Mountain as a short film with Pedro Pascal being the cowboy and Ethan Hawke being the other cowboy. So Pedro is very clever because he's wearing red, which is Pedro Almodovar's favorite color, and he's combining that to tease us about the upcoming gay cowboy short film in which he is going to be a gay dude. Where is my fan? Jesus, take the wheel. Honey. But this is, as if you thought this was enough, Pedro, show us more. Oh! Oh, honey, Pedro served legs. Yes, underneath that coat, he was wearing shorts. Those cute little fluffy, furry legs. The little boots. JR DVD Jacob is ready for Zaddy. I think we're all ready for Zaddy. I mean, who's not ready for this Zaddy? Zaddy. Oh, Call Me Louis says, I'm not a fan of this. Oh, don't worry. Fine. That's okay, Louis. That's more for us to enjoy then. You don't... oh, my God. Look at me. I got nothing left on at this point. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Anderson says, oh, I'm ready. Right? Jacob bringing out the fan. I can't. This, to me, this is... He's serving everything. And he's serving everybody. Listen. Listen. He's serving the Mandalorian with that kind of cape type of coat, okay, with the butts. He's serving Mandalorian. He's serving Pedro Almodovar. He's serving Pedro Pascal. He's serving Zaddy. Okay, was this a good tribute to Carl? No, but at this, I don't care. He served, okay? Madame says, and we love how supportive of his trans sister he is. Papa, let Jacob take your coat, right? Gosh, get a line. Let me help you. Pedro, let me help you take that coat off, honey. Yes, queen. Okay. Whew. I know. I'm not going to have a nip slip. I'm holding it together, y'all. Oh, my God. Yes, I'm serving a Mae West, right? If I'm bad, I'm bad. No, if I'm good, I'm bad. But if I'm bad, I'm better. Why don't you come down here and see me sometime, Pedro? All right. Anyway, next. Whew. Really? Just to get the boners down. We got the Santa Ignacia of blah, 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 Penelope Cruz. La Mamaracha. So she got to choose her little outfit. This is Chanel Haute Couture from the 80s. She said she was so happy that they let her go through the archives and she got to choose the outfit she wanted. It's an haute couture dress from the 80s and then they remade it for her. La Infanta Penelope Cruz. This is like not Chanel-esque. I mean, it is Chanel. It's literally Chanel, but it just, of all the dresses, imagine having access to the entire archives of Chanel. And this is what you choose? Girl, go to a church and pray. Pray your mother for forgiveness because I do not forgive this choice. Anyway, another Pedro Almodovar actress. Heaven says, if I was famous, I would want a Chanel bridal look. Yeah, but they were like, there's hundreds of Chanel bridal looks. This is the one you choose? Josiah says, how much access did they really have, though? Well, they all said they could choose whatever they wanted, so I don't know if they're lying. Ollie says, I love it, but I'm Catholic. Well, even a Catholic can have a moment. You know what I mean? All right. Next. After the Catholic, we got the pagans coming in. So this is Rachel Brosnahan or Brosnan and Sergio Hudson. Nipple jacket and all. Yeah. Oh my God. Areola Grande. Dead again. And I love that jacket on top. Like, she's like, you know what? I'm a little bit too cold. Let me just put this thing on. Whatever. Nobody's going to notice. Girl. Wow. It's like you got your boyfriend's coat on because it's a little bit too cold. Ciao, says Kev. Jewel says no. Anyway, next. Oh my God, we got 1,000 of these. iRobot. Mr. Rami Malek in Prada or Prade. Well, it looks like he's ready to serve the hors d'oeuvres. It's like he got lost. He was in the catering service. And then by accident wandered onto the red carpet. Yeah, T-Pal, waiter, I need a drink. Yawn. Cater, waiter. Gloria Retinos, Mr. Chiseled Jaw. Shelby says, he looks handsome, but he played too safe. Yeah. You know, he made his old friends delete all of his old pictures when he was a little bit more filled up. Allegedly. Well, one of them said this. One of his ex-friends said that he contacted them and said, hey, please delete from social media all the pictures of me when I was chubbier. Anyway, next. Russell Westbrook. I don't know if he's wearing Chanel or what, but that necklace ruins. This is just a no. It's like he found his grandma's jacket in the wardrobe. He had a tall grandma. It just doesn't work. Really doesn't work. This is really, really bad. Really bad. Yeah, sorry, but Carrie says I love it. Anderson says no. Danielle says no next. Grandma Vibe says Rachel Teapot says knock off. Looking Shane says Madame Monarch says a no. Kev says a sad attempt. Carrie says I love it. Hi Candy says Grandma. Call me Louis says did Alessandro Michele attend the fiesta? I don't know, but this could have been Alessandro Michele for Gucci. So I don't know. No go, right? Okay, next. Salma Hayek, you know, isn't she married to the caring guy? So she's wearing Gucci. Latex upper part of Gucci with a little bit of pearls draped on the side. This is terrible. Terrible. What is this? This is what Gucci has to offer nowadays after Alessandro Michele has gotten the boot, allegedly. Absolutely no. No. Really, no. Sorry. What is this? Yeah, we love to see red though, Gloria. For sure. We saw it with Pedro, but what is this? With the kind of latex material and the pearls that look too tiny for the bodice. The bodice looks too powerful as opposed to the little tiny pearls. And then the whole different texture underneath. So here we got the pleather or latex or whatever it is. Well, not latex, but we got that kind of pleather vibe. And then here we got this kind of silky vibe, and then the pearls. It's just such a mess. Oh my God, you guys. You know what? Salma Hayek is the dancing woman emoji. She's literally the dancing woman emoji. Anyway. Next. Puff Diddy. Well, Sean, what did he change his name to now? Sean something. Sean Love Combos and Sean John. He made this himself. Yeah. Julia Fox moment. And he sweated it. He's like, yeah, we designed it. Great. And then he like took it off. And then he asked somebody of the assistants to give him a napkin to dry himself. He was sweating too much. He wore too many layers. He literally showed that his brand couldn't deliver. Sad, but cute that it's all plastered with camellias. A bit simple though. I mean, why wear a quilted blanket? Yeah, too much. It's a lot. It's a lot going on there. I would sweat too. You know, I would sweat too. He threw it on the floor. Yeah, T-Pal. He's I can't anymore. Madame says, should have worn some Chanel powder. Get out of the kitchen if you can't stand the heat, says Kev. Yikes. Well, anyway, moving on. Next. Serena Williams, I want to say, in Gucci. Yeah, no. Okay, so this part here, the tulle, gots to go. We just need to see the bare legs and a nice little heel. The rest can stay. She always loves to have that stuff on her head. That has to go. Those pearls on top there gots to go. Just leave the bare head. And these pearls here have to be elongated all the way to here. All the way up to here. The sautoir pearl necklaces need to go all the way down to here. You take off the tulle and the sleeves. The puffy sleeves got to go. I'm very Coco Chanel here. You know what Coco would do? She would strip stuff off, minimize. But this is Gucci for you. This is Gucci. They overdo everything. They overdo everything and they make everything tacky. This dress can work. Strip the sleeves off, elongate the necklace all the way down to here, strip this tulle off and take that travesty of a headpiece off that she always loves to wear. And then you got yourself a look. All right, Serena, you're welcome. This was a free tip from me to you if you care to listen. And trust you me, you would look much better that way. Moving on. Y'all, we got Stella McCartney, Aubrey Plaza, and I really don't know who she is. I forgot. Look at Stella. I love this moment. Stella McCartney. And Stella shared a really kind of negative memory of Karl Lagerfeld. She said that her memory of him, everybody shared a memory if they had a memory of him. And hers was kind of negative. She was kind of bitter. Like something that happened in the 90s when she took over Chloe after he left. His comment about her, she recalls, is like, oh, I didn't know that somebody would, he's like, I knew that somebody big would take over after me. I didn't know that somebody big would be a musician. The shade, because, Paul McCartney, Stella McCartney, Paul McCartney, Beatle. And she's like, she's like still bitter about that, And that's her memory of Karl. Of all, like everybody's bringing a memory of him and you bring a negative memory. Interesting. I loved the shade though. And then Aubrey Plaza said, I'm wearing Stella, sustainable Stella. And then Stella turned around and says, no, Stella McCartney, not sustainable. I mean, the whole trio was a mess, but they were kind of funny. The interviewers asked her, like, Stella, what are you wearing? She's like, just Stella. I'm just wearing Stella. I'm just wearing an outfit. Just an polka dot outfit. Whatever. I mean, she's cuckoo. But she was kind of fun in this interview. I kind of enjoyed how quirky she was and kind of cheeky. She can be really difficult. I know. Enough said. But here she was kind of funny. Okay. Hey, Debs. Good morning, darling. Yes, twin robe. Are you also having the bare shoulder like me? So, okay, moving on. Oh, Aubrey Plaza. I like this. Why not? I like the cleavage. She was being really funny. Again, I don't know who this is, but anyway, but Stella's outfit, no. They had reached their drink limit, says Tipa. Nicole says, such a shady elephant. Oh, Nicole. Kev says, she was king of the shade. David says, I read that her mom was a huge Chloe fan in the 70s. Well, there you go. Madame says, good morning. Kev says, imagine Stella ordering Jacob around to rewrite press statements. I'm not allowed to speak on this. Anyway, moving on. Who's this? Sydney Sweeney in Miu Miu and Boucherer fine jewelry. Well, that's very fine. It's teeny tiny, hanging, a little droplet hanging off the earlobe. I guess the bow in the hair is supposed to be a tribute to Chanel, Carl. And the dress is just, wow, really? Like a Y2K kind of moment. Starlet going to her first red carpet event, but the red carpet being a B movie premiere. Enough said. Moving on. Shred those NDAs, Jacob, says Madame. Yeah, it's not that easy, y'all. All right, here we got, oh my gosh, okay. Here we have Tommy Hilfiger, and I forgot who she is. She his wife. Tommy dressed as Karl Lagerfeld. Tommy Hilfiger owns the brand Karl Lagerfeld, allegedly, right? Didn't he say in his interview that he bought it? Tommy Hilfiger bought Karl Lagerfeld, like, so he said, like, so they had a lot to do with each other throughout the years. Also, if you know how to read between the lines, this guy was even shadier than Stella McCartney, because he was like kind of throwing the shade, implying that he owned Karl Lagerfeld because he bought the brand. Very shady, very shady. So he was like, you know, he's like, I own Karl the brand. I am Karl the brand. Very shady. Oh, his beard? Jacob, you misspoke. What did I say? Beard? I missed it. What beard? The lack of books in these people's lives. Josias. Kamilu says, she got the last call of Neiman Marcus. Oh, the wife? Wait, what do you mean? The wife is a beard? I don't get it. Yeah, gosh, get a life. I don't get it. Whatever. Explain it to me later. We're already like so backed. Oh my God. The live stream has been 3 hours long and I still got these freaking things to, let's go next. Quick. All right. So here we got Sean, here we got Usher in Bianca Saunders. Yeah, take the sunglasses off. I mean, but other than that, he's very elegant. Why not? Giving me vampire vibes. But sure. Wants to show heterosexual guy, like not too fancy, paying tribute to a gay designer. Very manly. Anyway, I don't know who the lady is. But yeah, sexy, you know. She's gorgeous. I don't know what she's wearing. Kev says, Usher of all people, when was his last hit? I don't know. But he was invited. But apparently not Karl's famous models. Anyway, next. Okay, so this is Vera Wang and Vera Wang did really, seriously? Like, this is literally like a kindergarten project. Seriously. Let me show you the next picture of Vera Wang and Lily Collins. There you go. Vera Wang, Lily Collins. That's how the dresses look on the top, and at the bottom here on the hem, they have the Karl thing attached. Lily's dress is interesting. I kind of like this thing that looks like a corset but isn't. And the poofy sleeves. She's serving Madonna, 80s Madonna, honey. She's serving like a virgin, you know. Anyway, next, whatever. Next. Let's just see this. Okay, so this was so funny because when Viola Davis, this is Viola Davis, when she gave an interview, so she's wearing Valentino, and this thing, the wind was blowing and the feathers were blowing in her face, in her mouth, and in her nose all the time. And it was such a Muppet Show moment. I was living. It was so funny. She was kind of like always trying to like kind of act like it's not bothering her, but the thing was like pop. The Muppet kept bumping her into the head. Gorgeous. She looks divine in pink. Valentino pink. The feathers are not working in her favor at all, but she is divine. Love the hairdo with the whole look. Just take the Muppet off and we're good to go. Viola is off theme but looks stunning, says Sylvia. Yeah, she might be off theme, but Hollywood, pay her properly. She gave a very wonderful speech about that. Not only are women paid less than men, but black women are paid even less than white women who are paid less than all men. Pay this woman properly. She has all the awards, right? She's one of those GOAT awards. What's it called? She has the Grammy, Tony, Oscar, all of them. Pay her properly. All right, moving on. She looks fabulous. EGOT. Thank you, madame. She has the EGOT. Okay, here, we've already discussed the kitten, but here I wanted to show you this is Virginie VR running, trying not to be caught by any photographer, but we got her. Vogue filmed her. She was like running. She ran up here and disappeared. She was dressed in Chanel, designed by herself. Okay, Virginie VR. She sneaked through the red carpeta. The mouse. Hello, Virginie VR. Yeah, I knew you was gonna polka player vibes. Up, polka player. Next. That's it. Please tell me that's it. Okay, but there's one person missing. The best look. Are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. You guys, let me see how many thumbs up we got because we're getting to. Let's get to 250 at least. We're 244. You guys, what was the best look of the Met Gala red carpet? What was the best look? I'm going to reveal to you what my favorite, and it's hard really because most of them are just terrible. What was my favorite look on the red carpet? Wait, we still need one more thumb up to get to 250. Where else can you find on the internet such an in-depth review of this godforsaken travesty of a show? Right here in the Fashion Bunker. So why don't you subscribe, thumb up the live stream, push that like button. Let us know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are. This is entertainment, honey. And if you want to tip your host, you could do it right there. We're at 255 likes. Okay, drum roll, please. Let me reveal my favorite look on the Met Gala red carpet or Colgate toothpaste carpet is, and I'm going to show you a video by TikToker The Cut. Credit where credit is due, Anna Bay. Hit it, my favorite look. Dun, 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 the cockroach. The cockroach stole the show. The cockroach, and look how the cockroach is like, oh, honey, you look cute. Oh, the photographer look kind of cute. You look like a cookie. You look like a cookie. I've been running on this red carpet trying to find a cookie. Food. All this tan. You look like some. You know what? I'm gonna eat you up. Oh, honey, I'm gonna climb. Oh, don't kick me down. Let me eat you up. Why are you kicking me down? I love you so much. I want to spend my life with you, Mr. Cookie Man. Are you taking pictures of me? I'm a top model now. Oh, I thank you. I'm gonna be on the cover of Vogue, on the cover of Cockroach. Wing-a-ding-ding, wing-a-ding-a-ding-ding, wing-a-ding-ding. Ah, there, yeah. And we're seeing it again. Thanks to the cut for this. Go check out this video of the cut on TikTok. I'll go and post the link down below. There you go. That is my favorite look on the red carpet. And I think that cockroach was fearless, honey. Finally, at least one creature on that red carpet was fearless. Fearless. The cockroach was horny. She jumped on the guy she thought was sexy. She didn't care. It didn't care if other people were watching. That's fearless. That's what I would have done to Pedro Pascal. Huh? Anyway, so that's what I wanted to say. But also, someone was missing from the guest list. Ha! Who was missing from the guest list? The most iconic model that started it all for Karl Lagerfeld at Chanel. And that would be Ines de la Fressange. And you might say, Jacob, no, she was there because, like, you know, you probably didn't see her because a lot of people passed by and were not filmed. Maybe she's one of those that didn't want to be seen. No. Thanks to Kev, who sent me the Insta story or the Instagram post of Ines de la Fressange herself. Let me cue that in. So look at this. So this is Ines de la Fressange's own Instagram account. I've covered the names of the other people who might want to stay anonymous. I don't know. I mean, they commented publicly, but still, we're respectful to that. So somebody commented on Ines de la Fressange's own Instagram account, will you be coming to the Met Gala to see our Costume Institute exhibition dedicated to Lagerfeld? Ines de la Fressange answered, was not invited. And then the replies to that were shocking. So somebody then says, Anna Wintour, you're a joke at this point. Which brainless influencer did you choose over one of his most important muses? Hashtag LOL. I love the people in the comment sections. Love the people in the comment sections. Next, thanks to Kev for letting me know about this. You should have been at the Met last night. You are the epitome of Chanel, of Karl Lagerfeld. And somebody commented, yes, I totally agree. Ines represented Karl's Chanel best, his vision of it. And then Ines answers to this person here and says, thank you, but you were the woman he loved the most on earth. So there's a person here that Ines says this is who Karl really loved. I'm not going to say who it is. Then somebody says, oh, he loved you too. The same person answers back to her. Then moving on to the next slide. Somebody says to Ines, excuse me, you were not invited? Or you are not invited because this was a couple of days before the Met Gala. And then somebody else says, I have a feeling you won't miss much. That event has become tawdry, but it's unforgivable you weren't invited. I completely agree. What was Anna thinking? Somebody else says, Ines de la Fressange says a lot about what the circus dedicated to Karl is going to be. Ha ha ha. Somebody's like, question mark, like, seriously? You weren't invited, girl? Next. Dear Ines, do not allow whoever runs today's belated show ruin your mood. Whoever that is, I assume Anna Wintour and the current company's owners. This gala should have been held during Karl's life, firstly. And his iconic and worldwide known muses, Ines and Claudia, Chanel faces, acknowledged. That was his design and decision in life, and what he worked so hard on to show to the whole world. You both are immortalized in fashion history forevermore. Nobody can touch that. Top Chanel model of all time. You were classy and chic, but also the spirit of the Chanel house, elegance a la French. Next slide. Says it's absolutely disappointing, I guess, to know that an iconic model like you and Claudia Schiffer are not invited to the Met Gala. You ladies have story with Karl and his wonderful work at Vogue magazine. Somebody else says, what? That's impossible that you weren't invited. I'm paraphrasing. Somebody else says, well, I spent the night wondering where you were. A lot of us did. It's a travesty. I also wonder what he would have thought knowing he abhorred looking backwards. Next. Oh, by the way, are we freezing still? No. By the way, Loic was, right, at the Met Gala press conference, like a briefing the day before, a couple of days before, with Anna Wintour sitting in front of him, and he filmed her on his TikTok from behind. You know, he said, I'm sitting in the second row, you know, being all, right? Oh, Loic, we were beefing at the beginning of the live stream, and you were coming for me. How dare you throw shade at Loic? Yeah. Wait till you see what he commented under Ines de la Fressange's. You see what I mean? He's kissing ass everywhere. Okay. So, oh, honey, I do not come unprepared. If I'm going to throw shade at you, I will bring receipts. Okay? I will. Moving on. Because I'm not going to let you trolls out there come for me for no reason, because I'm going to give you a reason and you're going to feel really bad about it, because when you come for me for the wrong reason, but you don't want to listen, that's on you. But if you listen, you'll figure out that there's something shady going on with Mr. Loic. Anyway, next. So somebody says, the more I think about the guest list, the odder it seems. So many people missing that needed to have been there. Of course you, but Christy Turlington, Linda Evangelista, Vanessa Paradis, Keira Knightley, Amanda Harlick, Victoria de Castellan, and I want to say Catherine Serf de Dudzel as well. I want to add to this list. And then the same person continues. Well, let me do the next slide because it's cut off here. I understand the tables are $450,000 and there's business decisions here, but all in all, the list there had a few clunkers. And some of the Vogue correspondents for the evening don't know how to interview. You would have been a spectacular interviewer. I have been thinking about who was there, and it's a lot of new, uninteresting, nouveau people that I guess are the future. And David Byrne on a bicycle also makes 0 sense, but he's got a movie being reissued. J-Lo, Kim, and Kylie have no Chanel pedigree, even if Carl photographed Kim. Odd gathering, which is why Vogue is irrelevant and has been for years. This is what's happening. The masses have spoken, and yet the powers that be at Vogue are not shifting gears. As long as Anna Wintour is there, nothing's going to change. Next slide. There was only one Carl and there will only be one. Look at that, Loic commenting. He went to the Met Gala. He enjoyed the Met Gala. He loved sitting behind Anna Wintour. Is he being supportive? Now, what he would have liked it more than not. Just don't comment on her. Why do you even comment? Why? Because you want to also suck up to her and you want to be present everywhere and you want to tell her, oh, poor baby, so sorry you weren't invited. But like, you were there. They invited you. They didn't invite her. Who are you? Like, literally. No words. No words. Just stay away. You know what I mean? Yeah, you were there. You showed the whole world that you sat right behind Anna in the press briefing. Great. Great. Okay. You love her. Well, you got to say you love her, right? But then, you know, why aren't you supportive? Why aren't you saying something? Why aren't you atting Vogue? Huh? Why not, Loic? Why don't you add Vogue in your comment under Ines de la Fressange's post? Why not, Loic? You have a huge following. You have a very powerful voice. Why didn't you comment something else under Ines's? You decided to comment this? Why didn't you write at Vogue magazine? Yeah, atted them. At Vogue magazine. Why didn't you invite Ines de la Fressange to the Met Gala? She's an icon. She is the moment, as Wendy Williams would say, and she always has been Carl's moment. Oh no, we don't do that. No. Heaven forbid you were to say something against Anna, right? Because you still want to be sitting behind her at these events. You still want to be close to her. You see, this is the attitude that I do not tolerate. He doubled down. He could have just like avoided to comment. You don't need to comment, you know? Just say you never saw the post if somebody ever asks you. But no, you wanted to be present here because why? Because you wanted people to see you. In the comment section of Enos's post, where she was throwing shade at the Met Gala. So when you come for me, for, you know, when I throw shade at Miss Thing, zip it, take several seats, and try to see who is actually really brainwashing you and fooling you like a baboon. And every single time, somebody, yeah, here you come for like, you know, you see when we post this video, somebody's going to, like clockwork, somebody's going to come for me. Oh, look at you. You look like a terrible, ugly faggot. No style, no this, no that. How dare you even speak about... Honey, I never said I was elegant and classy. I never said I'm not trash. I never said I ate from the gutter. But just because I am trash, and just because I'm not classy, and just because I am from the gutter, doesn't mean that I wasn't born yesterday. I still got the brains, even though I look like a travesty. I still got the brain. I can still use them. What about you? You're obviously not using them. Because if you fell for this, you're dumb as a pickle. You're dumb as a pickle. Now, next on the agenda. Let's get to the light-hearted part of this. I was promising you guys... Hold on. This is what's going to make this live stream forever memorable. This part now, this is where the real show begins. I promised you at the beginning of the live stream that there's going to be a special guest star. And this moment is really important to me. This is another one. This guest star has also not been invited to many important events where they deserved to be invited. This guest star deserves way more recognition than they ever will get. But they got all the recognition here in the Fashion Bunker. I have had a vision. I have had an epiphany. This guest star this special guest is amazing, has talent, style, pizzazz. This guest star is also dead. Quoting Wendy Williams here when she spoke about her mom. A seance is needed. The guest star who is going to deliver. Through me, I will be your medium. I will channel for you. This one time only, for now. Delivering the most ruthless reads for some of the looks on the Met Gala red carpet in a segment that we call Couture Critics, to homage, just to homage, we're not taking over, to homage Fashion Police, I bring to you Joan Rivers. Welcome to the Couture Critics Salon. I have been channeling Joan Rivers' spirit. I have been connecting to the other side with Joan Rivers, the one and only, the love of my life. May she rest in peace until we get there and enjoy the rest of eternity together in her splendor. And Melissa, I love you so much. I love you both so much. So Melissa is Joan's daughter. Please do not take what I'm about to do as mockery, with the utmost respect for Joan Rivers. Melissa, just letting you know in case you ever see this video, I adore you. I adore your mother. And this is just me giving to her memory all I can. I have tapped into the spirit of Joan Rivers in her way and style, and I have been illuminated by her wit. And I'm going to deliver to you the Met Gala jokes by the spirit of Joan Rivers. Allegedly, we gotta say legally, obviously. Let's go. This is going to be a doozy. We have a set inspired by the Fashion Police. The set is inspired by the Fashion Police. Just inspired by, okay. Obviously, the Fashion Police set was different, but we're inspired by the Fashion Police set. So, Couture Critics, here we go. Joan Rivers, what do you gotta say? Joan had this to say spiritually to me. Anne Hathaway's dress at the Met Gala was so revealing. I'm surprised she didn't try to trademark her nipples. And another one. Anne Hathaway's outfit at the Met Gala was so over the top, it made Lady Gaga's meat dress look like a vegan option. Come on, Joan. Give us more, Joan. Please, give us more. Give us more. Who's next? Cara Delevingne. Okay, Joan, I'm channeling. Phew. Cara Delevingne. Did you see Cara Delevingne's outfit at the Met Gala? She looked like a white flag. She looked like a white flag waving in surrender to good taste. This is Joan. Cara Delevingne's dress was so unflattering, it made her look like a walking laundry basket with a blonde mop on top. Come on, Joan. Yes. Come through, Joan. We want your spirit. Come to us. Dula Peep. Dua Lipa. Joan, what do you got to say? Channeling. Dua Lipa's outfit was a vintage Chanel dress remade for the Met Gala, which is fitting because she's starting to feel like a recycled pop star. Yes, you deliver, honey. Mic drop. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, who's next? Joan, give us Jeremy. Jeremy Scott, Joan Rivers. I didn't know whether to ask Devon Aoki for a blessing or to call animal control when she walked in with those wings. Jeremy Scott must have left Moschino to start his own line of bird costumes, judging by Devon Aoki's Met Gala dress. Pop a cherry for this one. Come on, let's pop it. Yes, Joan. Wow, we love you, girl. Next one. Devon Aoki's dress at the Met Gala was so bad, it made me wish Jeremy Scott had never left Moschino. At least then, someone could have stopped him from making this fashion disaster. Oh, Joan. Who's next? Who's next, Joan? Let's roast the... Ah, Joan. Joan, baby. What do you gotta say about this? Kim Kardashian. Channeling. Kim Kardashian wearing a dress made out of white pearls to the Met Gala? I guess she's finally trying to find a way to make a pearl necklace look classy. But let's be honest, we've all seen those tapes with her ex-husband. Next one. Kim Kardashian's dress was made out of pearls, which is fitting since it looked like something a clam would wear to the Met Gala. Kim Kardashian's dress is like a pearl necklace gone wrong, and we all know she's no stranger to those. I can't believe they let Kim Kardashian into the Met Gala wearing that dress made of pearls. It's like she raided Wilma Flintstone's closet. Joan! Joan! Who's next, Joan? Who's next? Oh, okay. Channeling. Joan. Paris Hilton. Marc Jacobs must have been standing on his tippy toes to take that photo with Paris Hilton. Either that, or he's getting ready to audition for the next Hobbit movie. I heard Paris Hilton and Marc Jacobs were supposed to do a duet, but they couldn't agree on the key. Paris wanted a high note, and Marc wanted one he could reach. Paris Hilton and Marc Jacobs were like a before and after photo of the effects of growth hormones. I bow to thee, my queen. Ooh, Joan. Tommy Hilfiger, channeling. Joan. Tommy Hilfiger dressed like Karl Lagerfeld for the Met Gala? That's like a McDonald's employee showing up to work dressed like Ronald McDonald. It's just embarrassing. Who's next? Oh, Nicole. Uh-oh. Joan. Don't get too... Joan. Don't get too... I know where you're going with this, Joan. Don't... No, all right, I'll do it. I'm scared what you're going to channel through me now, but okay, I'm going to do it. Nicole Kidman wore a Chanel dress to the Met Gala that she wore in a Chanel No. 5 perfume commercial 20 years ago? I guess she's trying to save money on fashion. After all, why buy a new dress when you can just raid your own closet? I just hope she doesn't start wearing her husband Keith Urban's dresses. I mean his shirts to the red carpet events. Next. Ah! Before I channel Joan, somebody else also said, this is if Carl did a cat version, and this is if Virginie Viard did it. But anyway. Jared Leto and Doja Cat. Joan Rivers, what do you got to say about... Oh, Joan. I feel something nasty coming my way. Joan, you know we're on YouTube, honey. Listen, times have changed, okay? We can't say everything on YouTube. Like you know, you would say it anyway, but I got a small channel here. You know, we're gonna get demonetized. Joan, okay, fine, I'll do it. Leto and Doja Cat. Oh, honey, Jared Leto in a cat costume and Doja Cat is a cat at the Met Gala. Anna Wintour hasn't seen that much pussy since her last pap smear. Joan, it was wonderful to have you back with us, even though just in spirit. We love you so much. And Melissa, again, I hope you don't take this as offense, because we miss your mom so much. And this was just a way for us to remember her and to lighten the mood and to make us missing her a little bit more bearable. So my apologies if I've offended anybody. And I want to say thank you to the mods. Thank you, everybody, for keeping us safe in the fashion bunker. Today, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream, this roasting and somewhat roller coaster ride of a live stream. Things have been said. Emotions have been spilled. Tea has been spilled. Truths and alleged truths have been shared. Have we learned anything from all of this? Well, just first world problems after all. The rich are the rich. And the ones who are not rich look at the rich and kind of take photos of them as if they were animals in a zoo. But who's the real animal? The person looking at the animal, or the animal being photographed by the person looking at the animal? Is the person the animal? That's a question that ponders a little bit more reflection before we can actually give an answer to it. Will we ever be able to give an answer to it? In this lifetime? Possibly not. Thank you to the mods. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. Thanks to Debbie, Jesus, Creation, and Cokeheads and Gloria. Bubbles loves you.
We'll go, we'll go. We're dying, Ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Yes, Gloria Latinos. We got Salma Hayek's emoji, dancing emoji in the chats. Andrea Meyer says fashion is dead. Gloria says, Nicole, I missed last live. I congratulate you. Kev says, people used to pay to watch the circus, but now we are paying to be in the circus. Louis says, we are just a bunch of cats. Gosh Get Alive says in Filipino, Sino ang tunay na believe. I don't know what I just said. I hope I didn't say anything offensive. Thank you, T-Pal. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, T-Pal. Nicole Pancake says, thank you to Gloria for thanking because Nicole got a raise, y'all. Congratulations to Gloria. Living ferret.
Living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
You best believe. Akolu says the transactional nature of the fashion industry knows no bounds. You best believe. We're dying, ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Loving your makeup look, says Jose Segura. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did I miss Jacob talking about Rihanna? Daniela, no, we didn't mention her. She slipped. Just like Virginie. We'll go. Did we do that one already? We'll go. We'll go again. And Madame Ross, darling, could you sing us an opera?
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret. Or something like that. Please let me sing it in for you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. It's been a long one. We've been doing this for 3.5 hours already. I hope it wasn't too much of a bore. Thumb up the live stream if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel. More videos like, oh, cha, there you go again. Lost my outfit. More videos like these can be coming your way. But again, like 70% of you, our return viewers, are not subscribed. So subscribe, even out the odds, even out the chances for this channel to grow. Thank you so much. Love you loads. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gosh Get a Life, MMM, Debbie, Kev, Gloria de Thinos, Nicole Pancakes, Akolu, 21, Hopping Cray, Shelby Tanazi, Anderson Martin, my gosh, Jose Segura, Audrey, hey Audrey, Shelby Tanaze, Gloria de Thinos, T-Pal, Call Me Louie, Kev. Oh my gosh, it's going fast. Okay, so everybody's repeating. Anderson, Frozen Luxury, and thank you everybody. Thank you everybody who tuned in. And until next time, never give up on love. Can we talk?
Talk to you never.